Not since the horrors of the Black Plague has our land seen such despair. Almost 2 millennia after Sigmar founded the Empire, the realm is fractured and broken. 3 rival factions claim the Imperial crown: Marienburg, Middenheim, and Reichland. Blur of power brings the armies of men against one another in a seemingly endless tide of battle. An island of peace in a sea of conflict, Mordheim drew wealth such as the city had never seen into its walls. But with its prosperity came the corruption of arrogance and hedonism and greed. The gods could not long abide the outrages of Mordheim's populace. In the heavens, an ill star appeared. A great twin-tailed comet that some priests warned was nothing less than the hammer of Sigmar. They preached tidings of doom and repentance, but their sermons were ignored. An attitude of rebellious revelry gripped the city as the comet grew ever nearer. The grand festival to celebrate the turn of the year was a mockery of the apocalyptic prophecies. It was then that the hammer fell. The fiery comet plowed through the city, gouging a deep crater in the midst of the poor quarter. The wondrous palace of Count Steinhard was broken, the grand amphitheater shattered, the vast great library blighted by a pall of ash. Fire and smoke decimated the populace, but worse awaited the survivors. A malignant corruption that brought with it mutation and madness, the vile taint of chaos. In the shattered city, strange green-black stones were discovered. Strange energies emanated from these shards. Warlocks and alchemists experimented with these word stones and soon determined that their uncanny properties could work wonders. Wordstone could heal the sick, regenerate the old, or even turn base metal to gold. Lust for Wordstone focused avaricious eyes upon ruined Mordheim. Treasure hunters descended upon the city, vying with both mutated horrors that claimed the ruins as their own, and crusading zealots who sought to prevent the taint from spreading. Inhuman creatures filtered into Mordheim, staking their own claims. An endless pilgrimage of the greedy and ambitious, fighting and dying in a place now called the City of the Damned.
Made my sword-shaped club.
A nice day to die, or maybe live a little longer.
It is a nice place. The Grey Hunters. So yes, we need to slay some more demons. So far we've encountered 2 demons, one of which slew all of my men and forced them to flee. The other one fled from us, but we haven't slain any yet. So demon hunters are 0 for 2 so far, but we're only just a newly formed band, still pretty weak. Got a long way to go. All right, I think we're ready to give him some more agility. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go max out on agility just so his dodge goes up, and then maybe when we get a second, maybe we'll try and get a hired sword leader, and then yeah. So we haven't bought any skills on any of them yet. I love the way the game thinks that you need to reset your warband by killing all your troops with RNG. As in, the game decides that it's time for you to start a new warband now and kills all you guys. Yeah, when you get an ambush, especially if you've got like a ranged warband or something, or like, oh, we'll just, yeah, if you get an ambush on Deadly or something like that, it's like can be pretty rough. I kind of like this guy. I don't know. I kind of didn't really like the Witch Hunters before, but I don't know. I'm kind of coming around to him, and I think he kind of looks badass. The two swords just make him look badass as well. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking about making this guy like a heavy armor killer. You go heavy armor? Yeah, heavy. Yeah, you just go like heavy armor. Don't worry about having any like defenses or anything. And yeah, just because this skill, when dealing melee damage, increases melee damage by 20% for the next attack. So if we can like make him hit once, then it's like boom, boom, boom after that. So yeah, I kind of like that idea. His weird pink hat is not really doing it for me though. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Oh wait, why has he got a brown beard and black hair? That's weird. Oh, because the hat determines hair color. Makes sense. Oh yeah, now we're talking. I've killed a few blue horrors, but only a story mission. I've killed quite a few demons at this point, I'd say. Not tons, but maybe like 5. I don't know. Heretics leaving before the demon hunters get to work? Yeah. Yeah, and I think a lot of people, you know, my channel's primarily a Warhammer channel, so a lot of people will just watch for the Warhammer content. So yeah, that's pretty understandable. Okay, so we're our Warband is rank 3 and 7 out of 12. Once we get to rank 4, we get a new hero type. Spoilers: Warrior Priest, and we get a new hero slot, so we can rock around with 3 heroes then. And then I might start training some of these guys. Like I'm probably going to train these 2 paladins first because they're our 2 badasses. Not that one. He's shit. This one. Yeah, these 2 like rank 6 and 7, both like beasts. So yeah, looking forward to it. Anyway, let's make sure everybody's got their points spent. Actually, these rank 2 ones are probably going to be high level. I might we might offload them and just get rank 0 ones again. Keep this guy for a bit. He's only rank 1. Toughness 16. Yeah, toughness 16 is pretty cool. I kind of, later on I just want to like we'll just like I'll catch the stream later as I haven't caught up on the last one. Have a good one. Oh, no worries, Andrew. Wait up. Why don't you watch this one live and then watch the other one later? But up to you. It's not like there's no like narrative or anything, you know what I mean? But yeah, the last one I think only went for an hour and a half or something, or it didn't go for too long. You overqualified, yeah. Your brain can't cope. Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah, the last one was only a pretty short one. I think I only did like 1 mission, but I talked shit for like half an hour on top of that. All right, cool. But yeah, so we want to keep our average warband level low. So this guy's level 7, this guy's level 6, and this guy's level 4. So between them is like 17 levels, right? So so yeah, so we've also got like 2, 4, 6, 7. So plus 7, that's like, you know, 24 levels or whatever. But if we replace these guys with 0s, then that'll bring our average warband down a little bit. All right, glorious. We've got our Captain Codpiercer, our Captain of Flagellants. We've got Solomon Crane, our budget Solomon Kane, Brother Zale, and what's this guy's? Constantine Streich. That's just a generic name. He hasn't got a good name. Bringing down your average. The AI warband will match our levels. So basically, but he'll probably spread his levels across all of his henchmen, and henchmen are innately weaker than heroes because they have less action points. So basically, if he spreads his points across all of his characters, including his henchmen, he's going to be sort of, you know, putting levels into less efficient characters, whereas mine are just all concentrated into my toughest 3 characters. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a strategic thing, but it's also really importantly a psychological thing. It's also really importantly a resource management thing. If I put all my money, experience points, and time into leveling up these guys, and then one of these guys dies, then I've just lost all of that. You know, but these guys are really tough, and they're you know, and skillful. You know, these guys are kind of more vulnerable and weak. If I spread my levels and stuff across all of them, I'm going to be having these guys die, and I'm going to be losing that investment. You know. So basically what my strategy is, which I recommend for all new players, basically it's just not the only way to play, but it's a good way to make the game easier and easier on your psyche, is to just focus on 1 or 2 characters at first and consider the others expendable and use them, throw them into harm's way, use them to protect your main characters, so that investment that you've spent, like I've spent hundreds of gold and I've spent days of training to level these guys up, so I don't want to lose them. But these guys are worth nothing to me. I just hired them for 15 gold. I don't give a fuck. You know, so that way you're you're mechanically stronger because you've got more points in your stronger characters, but you're also it's also about conserving your resources. You're less likely to lose investment because the ones that are going to die are the zeros. You're not likely to die your more invested characters. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much the lowdown on the strategy. As you get more experience, obviously you're gonna like handicap yourself a little bit more by like not using such an optimized kind of a strategy, because if you want to have it a bit more immersive or a bit more dangerous feeling or whatever. But I find it still feels plenty dangerous. No, there's no brutal or deadly missions. No demons today. Okay, so it doesn't matter what difficulty it is for experience points, so we probably want to do either this one or this one. No, they're both shit. That one's shit as well. God, I might just do this easy one, because it'll get us, because there's no brutal or deadly, so there's no demons. This one will give us the most chance of... This one will probably give us the most chance of winning the secondary objective.
An enemy warband
4 warband XP instead of just 2
patrols, possibly to try and slip past your own warband and escape with some wordstone. Aware of these patrols, you quickly dispatch your own forces in small groups to intercept them and prevent any enemies from leaving the area without a fight.
Treat all henchmen like zombies, yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to start a new vampire warband, but
new round has
I can't think of a good theme for it. Yeah, I'm really digging the witch hunters for some reason this time around. I think it's just because I love warrior priests so much, and I love the paladins and heavy armor and stuff like that. Sometimes I feel like the witch hunters are a bit too, like, I don't know, like fancy pants, you know, like duelists or whatever. When I kind of like, I like iron warriors. I like just brutal meat grinder fucking dudes, you know. like witch hunters are cool, but they're like more like they're more like action heroes, you know, swinging on ropes, dodging shit like Matrix style, and they, you know, that kind of stuff, you know. My kind of hero, just like, you know, just kind of, if there's like bullet storm, they just kind of lean into it like a heavy rain and just fucking walk through it. If you got a feather in your hat, you better be a great sword. Did she just... Ugh. She came into my charge range, but she didn't move. Too smart for me. Alright, so the mission is to try and loot all this wordstone before we kill them all. But yeah, I like this guy though. I'm feeling like he's got this vibe of like... I don't know. I don't feel like he's too much of a fancy pants Matrix dude. I feel like he's more like he's been through the wars, you know. He's been through seriously? How did she... What the fuck? Did she just... What? My brain's melting. So she tried to charge this guy, but as she charged, she somehow ran into my other guy's circle and got caught by my Witch Hunter captain. It's like, what the fuck happened then? I've never seen that happen before. That was really weird. Fancy pants? Poor man can barely afford a shirt. Look at him. I know. But yeah, no, I feel like he looks badass. Like he looks like he's fought demons and horrors, unnamed horrors, and lived to tell the tale. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm digging him. She ambushed your ambusher by ambushing somebody else. Did she swing at me or I swung at her, didn't she? I think she tried to ambush my guy, but she ran into my guy, and then I think my guy no. Oh no, you're right, yeah. Yeah, you're right, yeah. She ambushed my flagellant, but then she ran into my other guy and then ambushed him. You can see the cobble like, yeah, you can. Is it space? No, it's not space bar. Is it Alt? No. L? That's L. No. Isn't it L? Oh, yeah. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Ilyane is performing ambush, targeting Jelk Volkmar. Volkmar? Yeah, no, it just says her ambush targeted Jekyll Volkmar, my flagellant, and then it said she missed. But it's weird. She targeted him, but then she actually hit my captain, but she missed. But yeah, anyway, that was a very weird, very weird scenario that went down then. Where are we? Oh yeah, we've got to get over there. Right, I think we'll kind of cut through here and hope that... Oh, fuck. Alright, well, we're going to cut through there. I don't know if we should try and go around the safe and be safe, or just go as fast as we can straight into the action. Hey, General Mayhem. I love it too, buddy. I love it too. We're keeping the spirit alive. Hey, I have a ventilator. Yeah, he's like, the things I've seen, you wouldn't believe. It'd make you wake up screaming. I think your lack of enthusiasm for vampires comes from only caring about 3 characters. It's not that I only care about 3 characters, it's that I choose to only care about 2 characters to start with. And then I slowly start to care about one more guy at a time until I eventually care about all of them. But no, vampires are one of the best for this, because you just have a vampire and 2 vampire thralls, and they are the only ones that you care about anyway, so it's like, it works perfectly. Why has this guy got red, oh, because he's a fancy, look at this fancy pants. This fancy pants with his red fucking sleeves. Zale's just looking at him like, fucking fop. You fancy pants fop. Zale's like, shield. What are you doing with that shield, weakling? It's a wasted hand that you could be hacking heretics with. I could send him to kill them, but no, I don't know. I think... Oh, fuck. I was going to try and backtrack, but I fucked it up. This is the new guy. He's a numbskull. Just wandering around, setting up every fucking trap in Mordheim. No, I'm not. I don't have any lack of enthusiasm for vampires. I love vampires. Vampire Warband's one of my favorites. The reason I keep talking about, like, you know, trying to get enthused about them is because I want to play them, but I can't. I just can't think of a, you know, a good vibe for it. Yeah, kind of thinking I'll try and avoid these guys and try and run straight across here. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but... Can you take a new level 0 warband into the highest difficulty missions at the start, or is it a death sentence? Yeah, no, you can, Blush, yeah, totally. So, so the enemies will always match your level and your total rating points. So they'll have the same number of guys that you. They'll have the same
round has started.
breakdown. I think of heroes versus henchmen. Same total levels and the same total rating points. So they're gonna have exactly the same warband as you. The only thing is that on hard they get plus 15% extra health and damage. On brutal they get plus 30% extra health and damage, and on deadly they get plus 45% extra health and damage. So you know, it's kind of the same amount of difference in difficulty regardless of whether it's a new warband or a late game warband. The only difference is in the late game you'll have more tools to deal with it. So I mean, it is easier in the late game, but yeah, I'd say deadly is probably pretty hard to deal with when you first start out. Even now, like with this warband, deadly's still kind of hard, but you definitely can manage. You definitely can handle it. But if you get deadly and you get ambushed and you got a new warband, you're probably going to get wrecked. But yeah, but no, you can go straight into hard and brutal missions like straight. I do anyway. Go straight away. Deadly missions, you can definitely do them straight away, but you know, you might get wrecked sometimes. But yeah, they adjust to your levels, so it's just that deadly and brutal are going to be 30% or 45% stronger. Well, they have plus 35% strength and plus 45% strength damage and plus 45% hit points. So they're actually a lot more than 45% stronger. You know, they're probably like double strength, double your strength almost. I'd go for blood-crazed vampires. Zombies and thralls only. Only dodge or MR, two hands only. Been without blood for so long that they've gone a bit berserk. Hey, Captain Codpiece. Yeah, Codpiercer. Codpiercer, our leader of flagellants, is still leading the charge. Although it's actually Codpiercer number 3 now, I think. Yeah, it's not like fucking hell. Like, the whole reason I did this mission was so that we could try and get the secondary, but yeah, we're totally blocked off from this side now, so we can't get any of the wordstone. At some point, you want to switch to dual wield over two-handers. Usually start off with either dual wield or two-handers. Either way, two-handers are probably a bit better, but dual wield's fine as well. And then once you get to rank 3, you have an extra red pill. You want to switch to a one-hander. Either one-hander and empty offhand for dodge, or one-hander and shield for parry. If you're talking about pure efficiency. Dual wield is really good if you're gonna make like a dedicated killer and you're gonna have an order leader, because because the more hits you do, the weaker you get, basically, with a two-hander. Whereas with the two dual wield, you stay the same. So yeah. Oh, actually, is that what you're talking about? Like, yeah, I think like if you just do a single hit, then I think two-hander is significantly more damaging than dual wielding. Like, dual wielding does more damage than a single weapon, but two-hander does more damage than two weapons. But when you do your second attack, then the two-hander does less damage, whereas your dual wielding does the same. So I think it's somewhere around the second attack, or halfway between the second and third attack, that the dual wielding starts to do the same or more damage than the on average than the two-hander. So yeah, maybe when you get 3 attacks, that's when you want to switch to dual wield. Two-hander is better at 2 hits, but dual wield is better at 3. Ah, okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, so if you're a hero who's eventually going to have 3 hits, then yeah, then a dual wield would be better. But if you're a henchman who's only ever going to have a maximum of 2 attacks, then
objectives updated.
impressives are better with dual wield because they get more attacks. Yeah, they get 4 attacks, or even more if you've got
objectives updated.
An order leader. Yeah, thanks for that call out, Crucial. Yeah, that's right. If anyone's thinking of getting this game, it's like $1.50 on Instant Gaming at the moment. Is the do they have? They definitely have
objectives updated.
They definitely have stock left, Crucial. I think they ran out the other day, but they're restocked again now, I guess. You can run a lower level warband easier if you keep your units in teams and you watch your placement more. Yeah, and also turtling and running away from the enemy warband is extremely powerful in this game. So it's not necessarily what you want to do all the time because it's, you know, a bit boring and whatever. And it's not going to help you like get, you know, collect all the wordstone. But like, but yeah, if you get like a deadly mission or something and you're worried you're going to get your ass kicked, you can always just like run away from the enemy warband, and then they'll chase after you, but they'll probably you know, filter in one at a time and let you kill them easier. I don't use daggers. What do you use daggers for the extra ambush damage or whatever? Is there? It seemed like it seemed like to me that the daggers do so little damage that even with the bonus for ambush, like it's still not very good. And you know, assuming you're not going to be ambushing 100% of the time, you know. Yeah, mace for accuracy. Sword offhand's good for parrying. Or you can go sword for crit builds. I use my blue dagger because it's higher damage than my white weapons. Yeah. I've got a blue dagger as my first blue weapon on my sister's warband as well. My matriarch's rocking the blue dagger. It's pretty cool in this game. That's what I love in this. That's what I love about starting a warband from rank 0. Like when you finally work your way up and get your first blue weapon, it's like really cool. And when you start getting more blue weapons, it's really exciting and stuff. Whereas I feel like you kind of hit that point straight away, and it's like, yeah, like the progression's like much faster with the tier 5 when you start at level 5, but it's it feels more immersive. It feels more awesome when you start from 0 for sure. Ambush and parry bypass. Ah, okay. So yeah, I'm just running away from these guys because I don't want to kill them too fast. can... I don't know, do we want to go upstairs and then we're going to have to jump downstairs, or we just want to walk around? If this goes upstairs, then I guess we could go upstairs. Shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll win this one. This is only on normal, I think, so, you know. He's only got a one-hander though, so it's gonna take him a while. Should have given him a, maybe I should have given him a weapon swap. And yeah, if we're lucky enough to get the parry, then we'll get one more attack when we parry her next turn. So yeah, I've got two different, I've got Zale's our vengeful paladin, who's all about the deeps, but he's gonna have shield on a weapon swap, and our other paladin's more of our like tanky paladin, who's also gonna probably have dual wield on this weapon swap, so he can go into killer mode. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make my proper specialist killer a witch hunter. Yeah, this not this guy, the witch hunter hero. Oh yeah, have you got a witch hunter killer build for me, Captain Codpiece? I was thinking about it before, but I felt like he didn't have enough stat points, and like, you know, he would just never be that cool. But this time, I don't know, I looked at it again and I'm like, eh. I mean, even though he doesn't have as high strength as other killer type guys, he's got that plus 20% damage from his perk is pretty beast. Because is it 2% damage per strength point? So plus 20% is like 10 points of strength, which is, you know, pretty good. This one's a crush their will, isn't it? So we can't get the... Oh, no, it's Wordstone Rush. Yeah, that's cool. All right. All right, we've got 4...
Objectives updated.
I've been watching your Total War videos for a while, but unfortunately don't have time to buy and play the game. Love your videos. Thanks a lot, General Mayhem. Appreciate it. So you're really interested in Total War, but you just like, so you kind of watch Total War content, but you don't actually play the game. Is that what you're saying?
Objectives updated.
Dual wield can be useful for separate enchants if you want that. That's all at all. Yeah, I kind of want. Yeah, it's so funny. Like my Caribou Greatswords Warband, like it's totally not. You know, like the Caribou Greatswords is not meant to be optimal, like in any way, shape, or form. Like that's not the point of the Warband. But it is sometimes funny how bad they are. Like not how bad they are. Like they're actually surprisingly not that bad, not as bad as you would think. But it's sometimes comical to me, like how little synergy that they have, like because in this game, you know, you're trying to build like synergies with different skills and abilities and everything. And my Caribou Greatsword Warband, because the rule basically is that all of my soldiers have to have heavy armor and use a greatsword. I have got a couple of religious characters that hang out with us. We've got one warrior priest and one Sister Sigmar, but basically everybody else two-hander, heavy armor. And it's just like everything about that is just no synergy. Like normally you try to make choices that are going to be more optimal, but like with that, just that restriction of must have two-hander, must have heavy armor, it just makes it's so bad. Like because like, you know, a two-hander like is less optimal for damage for all your heroes. Like when you get three or more attacks. They've got no ranged weapons, so that essentially the only range that you can use is order to give extra attacks to somebody. But because everyone's got great swords, the more attacks you give to them, the less efficient their follow-up attacks are. Also, you can't parry with a greatsword, so the only defense you can possibly get is dodge. But heavy armor reduces dodge super heaps. Plus, you need a lot of strength to wear heavy armor. So basically, you're fucked. You can't dodge. And it's just like, it's, yeah, this is one of the things I love about which weirdly is what I love about my greatsword warband, is that just everything about them is just so unsynergistic and fucked, but it's like, at the same time, they're still just glorious. Glorious! I don't think the Witch Hunt is very good. I'm not sure unless we went full murder and threw out defense. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Full murder, no defense. The only thing I was going to do is give him heavy armor, because he's got 12 strength, so I was just going to give him heavy armor. That's his defense. He's just going to be a missile. Because we're going to have a lot of other tanks. We're going to have, like, our main character's a dodge tank. We've got 2 paladin tanks. So the, so the Witch Hunter can just be our, like, specialist killer guy, you know? That's my, that was my thought anyway. Watching all of your total, there's some really fun levels of development to the characters in this game. Yeah, it is. It's really cool. Yeah, it's a really cool game. Yeah, I think I really enjoy like games with a lot of complexity and like deep kind of strategy and stuff like that, and a lot of variety as well. I think that's one of the big things about this game. There's just so many different characters and so many different ways that you can build. Like this, well, there's 6 different warbands, and that's already a lot of variety because they're all quite sort of different from each other. But then, and then within that, there's all different ways you can build your characters, and like, and also like the way, like certain, like building a certain type of character
objective
within a certain warband is different from building the same kind of character in a different warband. So it just like gives you like all this different, you know, all this different stuff basically, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I just like the idea of the Witch Hunter because it's like 30% extra damage from frenzy, and then after the first hit he gets 20% extra damage. So he's basically like 30% extra damage on the first hit, and then 50% damage on all the hits after that. It's like, and especially if you got an order leader, which is the plan. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about the prospect. All right, we'll put this guy here on security. Just yeah, we'll just I'll put him here. Captain Codpius. Hey, Kura. It's sad this company abandoned this game quickly. I don't know if they did. Like, I mean, unless you worked at the company or you have some sort of insider knowledge about it or something, I don't know if like characterizing them as abandoning it is really the right, you know. Like I'm definitely a bit sad that they weren't able to develop the game more, but I feel like saying like they abandon it as if like that's their MO. They just like to make games and then just abandon them, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like that's probably very accurate, you know? Probably they would have liked to have kept making more content if it was financially viable, you know? Yeah, I'm guessing they, lost their backing or whatever, and so they weren't able to continue. But yeah, I'm certainly with you on the. I'm sad that there isn't more of it, more Warhammer, more Mordheim. It's a great game as it is, but you can see how even more amazing it would have been if they had been able to develop it a little bit more. Yeah, nah, Necromunda I never got into this. All right, so we've got just enough movement to we can charge this guy, and we've got 3 points so we can frenzy beforehand. when you're in frenzy mode, you can't take up a stance anyway, so we don't need any more of those useless blue pills. Because we bring the pain. Boom. Feel the wrath of Zale. Fool, your weapons do nothing to me. Smash. Zale smash. It's a pretty complete game. You can get at least 50 hours out of it. Yeah, exactly. That's why I sort of say to people, like, even though at a certain point you might get to a point where you kind of like, oh, I wish there was a bit more content or a bit more whatever, like, you can, yeah, I think pretty much, that's why I kind of always recommend this, because you can get it super cheap for like $2 or whatever. And yeah, it's going to give most people like, you know, I'd say, yeah, 50 hours of content for sure. And for a lot of us, it's going to give you 50 hours of content, and then a few months later, you're going to go back and going to give you another 50 hours of content, and a few months later, you're going to go back and it's going to give you another 50 hours of content. And I think I'm up to about 800 hours of this game now. Some shit, I think it was. Forget about it, rinse and repeat. Plush Effect said, these types of games are usually for a cult follower type of gamer. The game was rather neglected, and evidence of that is that the DLC is more expensive than a game, though it is a good game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really follow your logic there, man. I feel like the developers of the game and the publisher of the game are two different things, and most of the like money related issues and shit would be to do with the publisher, not the developer. And so, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think, like, yeah, I don't know. I feel that, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to argue about it or anything, because I don't really know what went down or anything. But I feel like there's a bit of a vibe of, and it's because it's such a good game and people like care about it so much. But yeah, I feel like there is a bit of an aggro towards the developer. And like, because they didn't, you know, they didn't expand the game more. But it's like, I fucking highly doubt that the devs who made the game had anything to do with when the game got cancelled. You know, when development ceased. You know, I imagine that would be much more of a money man publisher related thing. You know. It's apparently available on Instant Gaming right now for like $1.50.
A new round has
it's
started.
like 94% off on Instant Gaming, so it's like $1.50 on Instant Gaming. Yeah, it's probably like, it's a small, it's a niche game, you know, and I don't know how it was super successful in sales. So yeah, I'm guessing somebody decided it just wasn't viable to keep doing it. And it's for me, it's like more sad. It's not so much sad that like it's not like disappointing that the devs abandoned the game. It's what's sad for me is that the devs were not able to continue making the game that they probably were hugely passionate about and loved, and then they tried again to, like, you know, hit it again with Necromunda, and that game also failed. You know, like, that's the sad thing to me. Like, I'm more, you know, I'm not like angry with the devs for it. I'm more like, I feel sorry for them, you know. And I'm really grateful for them for making this fucking amazing game, even if we only got 3/4 of the game, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, you can imagine there's more that they would have liked to have done with it. But yeah, as I said, I've got hundreds of hours of entertainment out of it, and I'm gonna get hundreds of hours more. Just bought the game, the Witch Hunter DLC and the Undead DLC. Cost about €11. Yeah, nice. Was that on Instant Gaming, Crucial? If you want to get the from Instant Gaming, yeah, nice. Instant Gaming doesn't have the DLC heroes. If you want to get the DLC heroes, they're on Steam. I don't think they're on special, but I think they're only like $3 each. So if there's a particular warband that you want to play and there's a DLC hero that thematically goes with that warband that you want to use with them or whatever, you might want to grab them. Which ones do I like? I like I don't like the smuggler or use the smuggler at all. I don't really care about the wolf priest. I keep thinking about doing an Ulrich themed campaign, but it didn't really happen. The Doomweaver I really like. Whenever I play Chaos, I always use Doomweavers. I really like them in Chaos Warbands. And I don't know, I think that's it. Is there any other DLC heroes that I missed? Anyway, sorry Cora, I didn't mean to like, you know, have a go at you or anything. I hear that sort of sentiment a lot, and as if people are like angry with the devs, and it's like, bro, these guys came up with the most fucking amazing unique game concept that no one else has ever come up with. Like there's literally nothing else like this game, you know? There's no competitors. If you want that Mordheim feel, this is it. There's nowhere else you can get it. And so, yeah, so I'm just feel grateful to them, really. Like, it's awesome. Yeah, I really like the poison globadiers, yeah. Yeah, globadiers are awesome. I always use the globe. The globes are my favorite. The globadiers are my favorite hero for Skaven, even above all of the other heroes that Skaven get naturally, yeah. Hey Torin, how you going, buddy? DLC is like $4 on Humble Bundle right now. Is Humble Bundle like Good Old Gamers, where it's DRM free but you can't use it on Steam, or is it like just fine, like same as normal? Like, is that, can you get it also on Steam, or is it? Because yeah, you can get it on GOG also really cheap if people don't want DRM, but just be careful because I don't know if you can use it on Steam. Like if you want it to be in your Steam library, I don't think you can GOG. Oh, Humble Bundle Steam keys? Ah, cool. So yeah, so if anyone needs it, it's also on Humble Bundle. It could be cheaper there, so maybe check that out. If we can drop this character, then actually, is she dead? Hey, is she dead? How long till the paladin comes in? How many hit points has she got? What happened to her? Did she blow herself up trying to cast a spell? Or did she get charged? Oh no, she might have got charged. Oh yeah, no, I think I just... Boom. Eat crit. Eat crit, heretic wench. These are all, the Sisters of Sigma are a heretical traitor organization. They've, what do you call it? They've been taken over by Lamian vampires, and they need to be expunged from the Imperial record with a vengeance. I love when the Skaven use perception, they just sniff around as an animation. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Mage Master. Yeah, it's when it does go on Steam it does go on special on Steam for like 90% off. You can use it like if you just wait till the next Steam sale, you can get it for like $2 on Steam. But even without waiting for the Steam sale, you can usually get it for like $2 just from a number of different other places as well. So. Ah, big crit there would have been good. Oh, have we got the secondary already, or do we need to pick up more crap? Ah. Big thunk. Ha! Your cursed magics don't work, wench! Uh-oh, I can hear them. I can hear a heretical strumpet crawling around in the woodwork like a rat. And falling down, apparently. Alright, Brother Zale, time to do your work. Ah, Zale, smash! Oh no, I can't. I can't fit. There's no slots. There's no smashing areas for Zale. That's a bit sad. All right, Zale. Let's bam. Oh yeah, I'm loving Zale. He is like a truck. Nice try. Smack. My feelings are not DLC related, it's patches and fixes. This game out and got 1 year of patches, then nothing. Necromunda did the same thing. Yeah, well the thing is, I suspect that both of the games were just financial failures, so they just weren't able to support it anymore, you know? Like they can't, like, if nobody works there, if they're not getting if they're not getting paid, then they can't produce patches, you know what I mean? Like they can't just, you know, keep the doors open and keep making patches if they're not getting any money in, you know? So yeah, I think that's the problem. It's not like they didn't want to support it anymore. They just, it's not like a big, it's not like a big developer. It's not like EA Games is putting this out and they've got like millions of dollars and shit. They're like a little indie developer basically, you know? I'm not sure who the publisher was, but yeah, I feel like, yeah, if you want to be angry with anyone, I think you should find out who the publisher is and probably be angry with them. But you know, you can probably argue that it's not even their fault. It's just a financial necessity, you know, like it's really, at the end of the day, it's really our fault, you know, like it's the consumer, like not enough people fucking bought it basically. But although then you could also say, well, they didn't advertise it well enough. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really blame anyone. It's just sad. It's just sad, you know. I just wish there was more Mordheim. But yeah, I don't feel like we've got enough information to be able to judge, you know, to be able to judge them and the decisions they made. I'd almost crowdsource fund this for $100 for some more maps and warbands. Need some gobos and orcs. Yeah, for sure. I'd fucking chuck in $100 for sure. Like if they said right now we're making a special fan DLC thing, it's not worth anything, you know, really. Like if they said right now they're releasing like this is something that one of my favorite developers actually did do this. They basically said, you know, we're releasing a cosmetic DLC. It doesn't do anything in the game. It doesn't help you in any way or anything. It's just like a special. I think it was a shield emblem you could get, special shield emblem. And the purpose of us releasing this DLC is if you're like basically a super fan and you just want to give us more money, like that's what this is for, you know. Because a lot of people have basically said to us, look, we love your game so much, we wish that there was something else we could buy so we could give you more money. And yeah, if these guys did that, if they just said, look, you know, if we could get some more money, we could maybe restart development, but we can't really do any development until we get the money first. Like we can give you a special witch hunter hat with a death mask on it, and it's like for like $15. I would fucking straight away do that. Like I would do it straight away. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that's an option. We could actually get a charge here from. He doesn't do much damage with his single sword, but tuxedos for zombies, yeah. Wish somebody would buy the rights and try again. Yeah, they probably have to buy it from Games Workshop though. They wouldn't be able to get it from these guys. Why is this guy parrying when he's got so much dodge? Oh, it's because his weapon skills. So yeah, it's because he's got really high weapon skill. So his parry's got sort of outpaced his dodge somehow. Ah, should have not charged. It's one of the big hit. Not mad, just sad. I love Warhammer World, and this game gives a unique experience in it. Yeah, it's such a great game. Yeah, but I'm right with you with the sadness. I mean, imagine. I love this game. I play it a lot even now, But yeah, it's just, it's, you know, it could have been so much more. Like, if they had have been able to keep the development going for, you know, 4 or 5 years or whatever, like imagine what they could have accomplished then. All right. Yeah, we'll get some more. Is there any other crazy loot we can grab? We can pick up like 15 gold worth of wordstone, but yeah, there's not really nothing else really worth grabbing. We may as well grab our 15 gold worth of wordstone. I suppose it's not just gold, but it's also reputation. This has been my go-to game through the years. Joyful every time. Yeah, it's such a great game. You can always go back to it and launch that new Warband. Thriller dance on. Oh, I didn't get what you were saying. Now you're like zombie, as in Thriller, like the the Michael Jackson video clip. I didn't get what you were talking about, but yeah, that's funny. It came out in very early access, so they really did bank on that goodwill. The game is also very beginner unfriendly, so failure was pretty much guaranteed. Yeah, I guess that's the problem, isn't it? Like games that are really difficult and deadly like this tend to be kind of tend to be the sort of thing that does develop a cult classic and tends to obsess a certain type of mindset. But it's not the sort of game that's going to be taken up quickly by a lot of people. And I can just imagine the critics as well. I can just imagine these like fucking piece of shit critics that like play the game for like 2 hours and be like, if you like, you know, insanely unfair RNG and fucking whatever, you know what I mean? Like I can just totally imagine like some fucking dickhead critic like just shit canning it without even fucking understanding like how good it was. Sorry, I'm just gonna get raging out on some imaginary critic that doesn't even exist. Anyway, yeah, sorry, I had a little bit of a moment there for a second. We can't fit any more damage on this Sister Superior, unfortunately. I love it when all the wordstone is one spot. Yeah, doesn't it? It's one of those. That's one of those feelings everyone can. Yeah, that's one of those feelings everyone can identify with. When the wordstone's all in one spot in a big pile, it's a good feeling. I get you. There are usually always such articles among sometimes even the most disappointing. Yeah, they save Scummy in Mordheim. That's it. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's a great game. The thing is, like, even like
victory favors the just.
Like, I think the gameplay is really amazing, really fun. The build, the diversity and the interestingness of builds that you can do is really amazing. But also the atmosphere and the art style.
The gods are with you.
This game is like one of the most on point, like stylistically, like it's the most Warhammer fucking game that's ever been made. You know, it's so good. I'd say it's even better than Warhammer Total War almost. You know, like maybe they're not really. You don't have to necessarily compare them. Warhammer Total War is more like the bombastic kind of tabletop Warhammer thing, whereas this is very much the Mordheim, and it's more like this spooky kind of version of Warhammer. But it's definitely like Like there's no game that you can say that is better at capturing the Warhammer world like than this. Like, you know, you might, you know, there might be others that kind of equal it, but there's nothing that's better than this. Who listens to game journalists anyway? Yeah, no, I mean, not me. Yeah, game journalists are fucking useless, hey? Like, I'm talking about the, you know, like the big game journalists, you know. Oh, I don't know. I guess I don't really read reviews that much, so I'm probably not a good judge. But yeah, I've definitely read a lot of ones that just like seem really shit. I think it's just because they're too. I think it's because like game journalists on those big gaming websites and stuff like that. It's just they're appealing to too wide of an audience. You know what I mean? Like for me, like for us right here, we know like the audience is, you know, all of you guys that basically think the same way as me, that this is fucking one of the greatest games ever made and it's fucking awesome. And Warhammer is like the best thing that's ever existed, you know? And so like within that framework, you know, like you can give an honest review of the game, you know, and you can be like, yeah, it's pretty much 9 out of 10 and everything, except for it lacks a little bit of like variety after a while, and maybe you need a bit more kind of loot progression or something. Like there's something there like that it kind of needs more of and stuff, and maybe a bit more content, but the basic game of it is like amazing, you know. But for the wider population, that would not be very useful, you know. Like I guess for the wider population, saying it's super hard, unfair, and it sucks, and you're probably not going to enjoy it is probably, I guess that's probably a fair review, I guess. I don't know. So I think we're going for, what are we going for? Oh yeah, I'm trying to get a Sister Superior. I love having Sister Superiors in my Warband, my Witch Hunter Warband for some reason. You can also get Marksman. You can also get, you can also get Novices. And you can also get Marksman, Marksman Henchman as well if you want. But yeah. Oh yeah, the AI probably could need some work as well. But yeah, but I'm saying like, the review for like, even if you narrow down your audience to just people who are into hardcore tactical RPGs, like, you know what I mean? Like then, you know, you're going to be able to give a much more relevant review. Whereas if you're trying to do a review for just everybody, general population, it's essentially going to be useless for everybody because there's, you know, yeah. I think some of the best professional reviewers I've given have sort of, yeah, kind of almost given like 2 or 3 different opinions. Like it's like, if you're this type of person, then you might really like this. You know, like I didn't like it, but you know, if you're a really hardcore tactical RPG player, you might really like it or whatever. You know, like I think some of the best ones are a bit like that. And I think that's the fairest type of review. But yeah, review is definitely not really my thing. I'm not really interested in reading them, and I definitely am not interested in doing them. Give him 1 more strength so he can carry 1 more piece of, 1 more item. So yeah, I think 12 strength so you can get heavy armor mastery, which he's already got. And then I guess we go agility to go maximum melee resist if we're going to try and make this guy a proper tank. If you're going to make him a proper melee resist tank, you probably need to give him light armor and go 12 agility instead of strength. Witch Hunter is so bad, the stats are weird. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the stats are fucked up. Yeah, I'm gonna go dual wield with him because I'm gonna have an order leader to pump him because his first attack doesn't get the plus 20% damage, so you kind of get the most out of it. The more attacks you can give him, if you give him 6 or 7 attacks, then he's gonna get a lot more value out of it, you know. No worries, General. Have a good one, buddy. I feel like I would actually listen to your reviews because we like the same games. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this guy needs leadership because he's not immune to fear and terror or anything like that. Oh, see, I didn't even know that. Sigmar's Ward increases magic resistance by 10%. I didn't even know he had a perk. Who else has got perks? Oh, no talent. He cannot buy the lad's got talent skill. That's his perk. He's got no talent. Cool. And he's got this skill that grants immunity to fear, all alone, and terror test. See, some other characters have immunity to fear and terror as a perk, whereas he like wastes a skill slot for it. Yeah, this guy's got 2 perks. Last Stand, Fights to Death, Prevents Fears, Immune to All Alone, Fear and Terror. So he gets all that for free as a perk. And then he also has a free skill that gives him extra melee resist when he's got 2 or more enemies on him. I'm so used to finding trash loot on maps that I normally don't even check it. Yeah, I'm the same, yeah. What really is needed is a Warhammer guild in Warhammer Online, Return of Reckoning. Yeah, that I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. I could definitely imagine like starting a Warhammer Age of Reckoning guild, but I don't know. I'm like, I used to really love MMOs, and I do really love. And Warhammer Age of Reckoning is my favorite MMO, and you know, so part of me is like, yeah. But I know that I think I've just burnt myself out on MMOs. Like I don't know if I've got that thing in me anymore, because whenever I try, I always start off with that enthusiasm, but then I always just like I go to log in one day and I'm like, oh, I need to level up and do this stuff and blah blah, and it just feels like a job, and then that just instantly kills it, and I just never play it again. And that's happened with the last like 4 or 5 MMOs I've tried to get into. So I imagine it'll still be this. It'll be the same. All right, are we looking for a hired sword at the moment? This is the wounded one. Yeah, no, he's shit. We got this leader that's ranked 4. 10,000, yeah, 1,080. Rank 4 is kind of not worth. I mean, it's not that it's not worth it, but it's like, yeah, like a higher ranked. If you're gonna buy a hired sword, a higher ranked one than rank 4 is kind of what you. I feel like you want like 6 or 7, rank 6 or 7 or something, so you get a bit more advantage out of it. Oh yeah, did any of these guys get skill points? No. All right. What did? Oh. All right, hard. No brutals. Hard. Deadly. Deadly. Alright, got 2 deadlies. Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to be getting any experience points today, fellas. We're going to die in battle. Both warbands deploy tightly around their wagons and prepare to face each other. Okay, that one's going to be safest. Good, exceptional. Both got pretty good loot. Alright, I think we go for this one. So we're going deadly mission, so there's a chance we're going to run into a demon here. Oh, we've got a blue spear, haven't we? Yeah, sorry, I just realized. So our tank is no, actually I'll give him a sword so he doesn't okay, so he's currently doing, where's damage again? Yeah, so what, 22 to 23 damage, is that right? No, is that right? How's it doing 22 to 23 damage when it says here that his sword does 16 to 24 damage? Oh, so 22 to 33. Yeah, that's right. All right. Or 20. Yeah, okay, cool. So spear's better. All right, good. All right, let's rock.
Your scouts have discovered a rival warband in the vicinity. These warriors are clustered around their wagon, making them a very attractive target.
PvP in Return of Reckoning is still very much alive. Yeah, I used to play Twinks. We used to play Twink PvP for a while. Like after we'd like our original run of Warhammer Age of Reckoning, and then like I think like we went back a few months later and played the opposite side, started new characters and stuff, leveled them up to max rank and everything, and then not, you know, max levels, not max, you know. My original guy, I think I had like nearly max renown rank. Or very high renown rank anyway. But yeah, anyway, and then after, like ages after that, when this is when the game was still running, we went back and played Twinks, like level, you know, the level 11 bracket, I think it was. And we had like all this, the best gear that you could get for like level 11. And yeah, I had like these, I think I had like a blue, like some sort of like blue weapon that I paid like $100 real for and shit. Maybe, oh yeah, well, maybe it was rank 15. But the best weapon you could get was like was a level 11 blue or something like that. I can't really remember. But yeah, anyway, that was kind of fun for a while.
A new round has started.
All right. All right. Wait, what's the cross? Is that Mercs? The cross is Mercs, isn't it? We don't know if there's a demon in this one yet. I reckon he can probably run for that. I reckon he can probably run for this and probably hit it before they get here. As long as we don't run into a demon. Yeah, they might, at max they're going to make it to like there. So I think we're pretty safe. Again, as long as there's no demon. I'm not sure if I want to pick this up or not. I've only got four inventory slots. Send the right build? No worries, Captain Copies. Remind me after this one, I'll check it out. We'll look at some we'll do some planning stage. You notice a rival warband, so you spread out amongst the ruins so that your warriors can die a miserable death. Yeah, exactly. Each one fighting alone until his inevitable doom. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, this one's supposed to be a really good loot map. So I'm sort of thinking we won't pick up any fragments. I'll only just pick up shards or above, just so so we know everyone's. Yeah, dual wield for sure. Because we're gonna be using an order leader to give him extra attacks. I think we want to hit around here. If we get that pile, that'd be nice, but hey Jiglarian, just joined the Discord. Yeah, that's awesome, man. It's not like super active, but if you want to communicate with me or you want to share builds or leave me a message or whatever, that's pretty much the best way to do it. Or you can just leave comments on my videos. I always read the comments, but The comments are not the best. I mean, the comments are good if you just want to, you know, leave me a message or whatever. But if you want to have like a little discussion about something, you want to share a picture, screenshot, or you know, Discord's good for that stuff. But yeah, welcome aboard. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think part of me would love to play Warhammer Age of Reckoning with you guys, but I just can already tell how it would be. It would be like, you know, like I'd log on, I'd start like leveling up my character, and we'd have a really good time for like one day, and then I'd feel like I should play because, you know, you guys are all like playing more than me and you're all leveling up ahead of me and stuff and blah blah, and then you know, and then you know, or you know, I'd play and then I'd know that you guys, some of you guys were like waiting for me to get online because you want to do something with me and blah blah. You know what I mean? It becomes kind of like an obligation, and then yeah, and then I just kind of feel like it's you know, I've got another fucking job that I got to do. You know what I mean? Like, and it just kind of ruins the whole joy of it, and that's what's been happening like over and over again last few MMOs I played. Whereas I feel like if I play something like, I can't really think of something right now. I feel like if you play something that's more like, I don't know, kind of like Darktide or, you know, kind of like Darktide or Vermintide or something like that, where it's just literally a one-off thing, you know, that's a bit better. But like even with that, I think last time I played that, I kind of got the same feeling because I was like, I was getting to the grind of grinding for gear and stuff, and then, yeah, and then I just got that feeling of like, oh, this feels like a job, and you know, I didn't want to do it anymore. So it's, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure out some kind of psychological way of like, you know, out psychologizing myself. Show it whenever and have fun. Yeah. I actually missed your streams during Christmas break and after. Yeah, sorry, man. I was planning on, as a bummer actually, because I was planning on streaming the whole time through because I know, you know, a lot of people are kind of, you know, don't have a lot of like, well, a lot of people are doing family stuff over Christmas, but then a lot of people are like, you know, not do it for one reason or another, are not doing family stuff over Christmas. So I was kind of like, right, I'm going to do like a, you know, Orphans Christmas thing for all the people who aren't doing family stuff, and like I'm gonna be streaming like, you know, every waking moment I'm gonna be streaming and shit. And then yeah, and then I just got COVID and I was out of the running for like eight days. That's the long, I think that's the longest I've pretty much ever had off since I started streaming. I think there was one other time when I got sick when which was sort of the same.
Has started.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Actually, I can probably tiptoe without using any points. Many thanks for the streams over Christmas. Yeah, no worries, Clock Monkey. Yeah, I don't know. It's very, yeah, like YouTube is very much like, it's kind of my job now, or though it's not a very good job, but it's also very much my social life as well, you know. I spend way more time with you guys than I do with anybody I know in real life, you know. Hey, Wallflower Ninja, repeat lurker here. Just wanted to say it's really nice to see Mordheim being played on Twitch. It's a bit clunky, but it deserves more love. Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people say that. It's a bit clunky, but it's just, you know, it's one of those games that you do kind of love, you know. Well, I do anyway. Very, yeah, really cool. All right, we got 2 slots left. I know if I try and check these loot locations, it's just going to be worthless trash, but I'm going to take a risk. Yeah. $31 gold crowns. Well, I guess 31 gold crowns is like 6 6 word stones. That's kind of the same as a shard. Yeah, all right. I think we go this side now. That's where we're gonna. That's our rally point. Most you found in chest was 80 crowns. Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, I was really like, you know, looking forward to kind of like settling in over Christmas and, you know, doing lots of long streams and stuff. But yeah, no, it is what it is. I have a lone ghoul that I'm going to use to sneak up and steal their idol. Nice. Maybe that's that's a good warband theme. We should do like a warband theme where the theme is stealing the idol so that you can do the crush their will. Just have all your warband like be as fast as possible. Like Skaven warband, everyone's got like knowledge Mordheim, so that you've all got like 9 movement. Every warband needs at least 1 speed freak. Yeah. I don't tend to do that, but I dig the concept. I tend to be very much about keeping my warband together, and I don't really like to send people off to their deaths alone. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe I don't know. I sometimes wonder if I'm like maybe neglecting a sort of aspect of the game because I never really play that kind of mobility, perception, wall climbing kind of thing. I just kind of keep my guys pretty conventional, mostly heavy melee, but sometimes I go for like half melee, half ranged. Mastered knowledge Mordheim and mastered meditation. Yeah, for just like maximum movement speed. Nice. I've knowledge Mordheim on all my undead right now. It's pretty cool. Really? Even on your zombies? Actually, a knowledge Mordheim on your zombies is actually like the best, isn't it? Because they've got such shit movement that like you would feel the difference so much on a zombie. Alright, so this is deadly mission. So once we make contact, it's going to be absolute carnage. Our flaggies are going to be dropping like flies, I imagine. I never used the wizard or the warlock or whatever. They're pretty shit though, aren't they? They're not very good at anything, and they've just got magic, and yeah. Kind word for the day. Mercy, I enjoy watching your stream. Thank you for being you. Thank you very much, Mr. Phoenix. It's funny, like, you know, it is actually nice, you know, getting nice, like, what am I trying to say? Like, I like to think that I'm all like, you know, I'm all tough and I don't need any external validation or whatever. But it is actually nice. You know, when people are nice to you, I guess. I don't know. Why does this guy got antitoxin in his bag? Did he get... Oh, because he's a... I didn't check his backpack when I bought him. It's better than a poling? Yeah, I know. Better than a poling. Yeah, imagine, yeah, that was, yeah, I probably had a few close calls in my life. That was, I was probably lucky that I didn't get any permanent injuries or anything there, but yeah, I didn't get hurt or anything really. Just my dignity. Well, I think we've successfully ransacked all of the loot of this local area. Wasn't it you to tell the story about getting almost stabbed in a bar? Yeah, well, it was in the street at the auto teller, like at the ATM machine, the cash machine. This guy can't flee combat, so... actually, no. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide here, so they can't charge me. If they want to run around the corner, then they can, but they can't charge me without coming right around. Yeah, actually, yeah. I've decided the Warlock is great as a hired sword, but not great for training from zero. Ah, okay. What do you like to use him mainly for? Like blinding people, shooting fireballs? Got hit by a car last month. Ouch. I think my voice is almost gone back to normal, maybe. Bows, debuffs, and lightning. Ah, nice. Brother Zale. Bring me to the enemy. Actually, maybe we'll put him... Yeah. Alright, hopefully somebody comes and eats Paladin to the face.
A new round has started.
I don't really want to... Actually, no, I'm gonna go there, so... Yeah, I'm going to delay because I want them to go first. Hopefully now they're going to send one of the guys into suicide. Come ahead and die, fools. I don't know, like, should we pull the wizard out and then like go to town on him? How many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fuck. There's a lot of shit going on there. Alright, I might try and pull this young gun out. He's probably gonna give me a bit of a flogging, but it is what it is. Nice. So he's nicely in the middle, so we should be able to get around him from all sides. Hopefully he doesn't kill me. Yeah, concentrate on the weaker side, I think is the way to go. We'll try and stack up on this side and murderize this little varmint. I haven't been whooped by a Golden Glove champion before. I've been whooped by some dudes that had a couple of professional fights though. Oh, not really. Not really whooped, but you know, times I didn't win. All right, this guy's not gonna make it. We'll keep him here, kind of on security, so that no one can stack up on my witch hunter hero. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not gonna really. Okay, this guy can... Okay, this is good. Oh, damn it. Should have just gone for the non-charge. Nearly. You reckon I can do that a bit straighter and get that tiny little smidge more movement? So we're trying to go exactly that direction. Beautiful. No, I can't make it. Mofo sent me to the canvas with an upper jab to the liver. Said I needed to understand what a good punch is, so I'm not afraid in future fights. Lol. Yeah, I've had a like a body rip, like a body hook to the liver, and yeah, it dropped me. It's such a weird feeling. It's sort of like, I guess it's sort of like pain, but it's not like, it's like a different type of pain. And it's like, it's sort of like, I don't know, whenever I try and describe getting a good liver shot, it's like, ooh. It's kind of like this feeling of, ooh. It's the gift that keeps on giving. But yeah, it's not like getting winded. It's like, you just kind of fold up and fall down. You fold up and just kind of wither down to the ground kind of thing. It's sort of like, yeah, I don't know, gut-wrenching pain, yeah. It's sort of like getting kicked in the balls in a way, because it's like, sometimes there's a bit of a like delayed reaction. It doesn't feel like getting kicked in the balls, but it's sort of like getting kicked in the balls. So it's like, sometimes there's like a kind of a delayed reaction, you know? I'm worried that our paladins are going to get caught out. Actually, yeah, maybe I might leave this guy on delay, because otherwise we might need him. We might need him for our paladins. If because the paladins can't break they can't break combat, so. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Jesus Christ! That fucking lightning bolt hit pretty hard. Fuck, is lightning bolt 2 red pills or 3? I imagine it's 3 red pills, yeah. What are you doing, dickhead? Lucius says hi, yeah. Lucius has been a little menace. He's really cool. Buddy. Good. Alright. Now you gotta go away now. Go on. Go on. He wants some love? Yeah. Alright, yeah, like, yeah, alright, let's, so, as soon as we hit this... Actually, I could probably get a charge on him. If I could get in, like... We get a charge? No. I don't know. It doesn't look like it wants to give me a charge. It's alright. Alright, well, let's try this instead. Fuck. That didn't work at all. Yeah, his things do more damage than my things. All right. Bam. Alright, this guy's got 60% parry. That doesn't really make me remotely feel like he's safe. But, no, maybe he is safe. You can't hit shit, boy. Brother Zale. Frenzy. Defensive stances are for the weak. Sigmar's enemies require my wrath. Oh, we can't charge? No, we can't get a charge in. Unless we might be able to get one in if we go around the other side. It's a bit dangerous though, because they're a bit exposed. We're a bit exposed over here. But I would like a good charge. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh no, not him. The other guy. No. All right, no charge today. That's right. We'll just walk in. I just want to leave. I don't want to leave Zale exposed. I'll let the tanky guy go on the end there. But we'll give this guy the gift of Zale. Boom. Huzzah. Alright, Zale can't loot because he's too, you know, fanatical. But we'll put him here so they've got all alone on this guy next time he tries to take an action. You think you're safe? That's when the game gets you, yeah.
A new round has started.
Nice mercy vibe beards. It's all about. Look at this guy. He's got way too many hit points. Having the flagellants all have pretty high initiative is actually not bad, is it? think I was in parry stance a few times earlier. Like, he has 90% dodge and only 48% parry, so that was a bad decision. Ah, parry fails after all that. Before he was unhittable. He was all like, can't touch this. Alas. I might, this guy, I might just use him to, tag this guy. Because he's, you know. Boom! The wages of sin are getting belted in the head with a giant fucking flail. Great flails are, they look cool as well. The big bonk, indeed. Can you sing us a song that matches the music? No. I don't know the words. I don't know, I'm not picking up any wordstone fragments today. Oh, I suppose we can. I think, this guy's got pretty low health, so I think I'm gonna, yeah, he's got pretty low health, so I think I'm gonna put him on this guy. We'll feed him in here as quick as we can, close as we can. Hopefully this guy is not going to kill me. I'll try and stack up 2 more guys on him, so he, I still think Chaos is the most fun in this game. Yeah, I feel like Chaos is kind of the most fun as well. Like, they used to be the one that I hated the most because I really don't like, you know, I think I feel like I want to be able to control everything, you know? Like, that's like, you know, life is a constant quest for more control, you know? And Chaos just seems so, you know, uncontrolled, I guess. Out of control. I don't know what the right way to say this. This guy's pretty fucked up, isn't he? Alright, I might put this guy on here. Just so this guy has all alone check. Yeah, Chaos is the most random. Like, it's manageable, but you have to, like, yeah, random mutations are awesome because they're like the curse and the blessing, you know. They're awesome because they give you this level of individuality and kind of coolness that you can't really get with other warbands, but it's also like you can't reliably control your character's development that you can the way that you can with other warbands either. So it's sort of yeah. I really don't want to leave those 2 paladins over there, but yeah, I sort of feel like we should try and just, you know, kill this guy since we've got him down already. I just hope the paladins can hold out. Oh, I thought he would have failed that for sure. Random mutations are awesome, especially when you get axe hand on your archer. Yes, that's the problem with chaos mutations. Like you're, oh, what are we doing here? Yeah, these guys are both just gonna be a real pain in the ass to kill. The leader's got heavy armor on. I don't know. I guess we go for the leader because he's got Zale on him, so he's gonna get damaged the most. It's unfortunate that we can't go after him, after the leader, but before Zale, so we could get rid of his dodge, or get rid of his parry. But I don't know. Hopefully Zale will overcome it anyway. Chaos, there's no safe build. Well, the safe build is that you just don't spend any points. Like basically, you just don't spend any skill points, and probably don't spend any stat points either, depending on what class it is. Like if it's a mutant, you basically can't spend any points, can't spend any skill points or any stat points until you get to rank 7. Or you know, if you're berserker, like if you're like a marauder, what's the melee guy called? If you're the melee hero, then you can go weapon skill and strength and toughness, because you know that you're going to be doing that. You know you're not going to be a dodge build, so at least you can put your stats in. But you can't really choose your skills because you don't know whether he's going to be like a tank or a damage dealer or what. And you wouldn't want to invest in skills in case he's shit, and you might want to just sack him anyway. So yeah, there's a lot of like, yeah, rank 7 hired swords. That's where it's at. So yeah, I usually build my Chaos Warbands around, you know, getting rank 7 hired swords. That's like their primary. Oh, that's their kind of primary thing.
A new round has started.
I want this guy to get over and help my paladins. He's got enough movement to do it, so he's doing it. He's got no dodge. Yeah, that's right. Fuck it. We'll let that guy. I think we're gonna let the the flagellant die. Yeah, I really like the Doomweavers. There's heaps of cool builds. Yeah, no dodge, unfortunately, because we don't have enough. Oh yeah, he's dead. He's super dead. Hopefully we can get a bunch of flagellants over there to stack up on him soon. Yeah, this guy's gonna hit somebody, but at least then he'll be engaged. Which is good. I might delay this guy. Wait, is 54... Is that guy 54? No, he's... Yeah, he's 54. Okay, alright, well, I guess we better take our dodge chance. Oof. Well, so much for the dodge. I managed to confederate the changeling on turn 10 as Kairos. Oh, nice. Was it you that I was talking about on Discord about the, Yeah, was it you that was talking about on Discord and you said you got it by turn 25? Or was that somebody else? Yeah, I'd definitely be interested. I think somebody else was just talking about them trying to do it, but they managed to do it by turn 25, and I was sort of saying, that's cool, but it's probably not, you know, it probably needs to be faster for it to be exciting. Oh, yeah, that was you? Oh, cool. Have you got a different name on Discord? Yeah, I kind of want more, Boom, big crit. Suck it. We're kind of holding our own, even though this is on Deadly. These guys do like 45% more damage and health than we do. Yeah, I usually like people to like choose nicknames on Discord to reflect their names on YouTube so that I know who they are. But you know, if you don't want to do that, I totally respect that. This game is really easy once you unlock the big character because the AI can't path them properly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the big guys because yeah, I don't because you have less characters. Sometimes the big guys can't even loot. And just, yeah, you just have less guys. Like, I feel like it's less, kind of like less strategic when you have less dudes. But not by much, but like a little bit less strategic when you have less dudes. And yeah, and then the enemy guy can't, like, their big guys get stuck a lot of the time. And Jesus, crit, ranged crit. Oh, bro, Jesus, calm down. Alright, that's that leader down. That's going to be a big chunk of leadership for them. So yeah, did I move my camera? Oh, I haven't moved my camera today, yeah. Sorry, I just I have my camera up top for Total War, but I have it down the bottom for this game, so you can see the morale check in the top corner there. So yeah, so they're currently at 17 over 30. That means next time they activate, when their other character activates, they're gonna have to roll a morale test. Otherwise they lose the game. We got anyone that's sort of nearly dead? That guy's probably the closest one to getting dead, isn't it? I don't know if Zale will be able to run over there though. Zale! Kill! Oh, god damn it, that fucking trap ruined me. Oh, wait up, wait a second. Oh, we can't loot, so we can't tiptoe. Rotted. Alright, fuck it. Can we make it back? Or are we too screwed now? Boom. Feel the might of Sigma. Bam. That's what I'm talking about. Just zailed that mofo. Alright, so we didn't get the secondary because it was Crush Their Will, which is kind of impossible. But we got a bit of loot.
Victory favors the just. It is Sigmar's will that you are triumphant this day.
I love the little voiceover then. Most valuable warrior, 2 kills.
Fantastic. Nice progress. Outstanding. Fantastic.
Oh.
The gods are with you. New warriors are available for hire.
Oh, what?
Your warband is getting stronger.
How do we get... Did we get... What? That's weird. I thought... Did we get more XP? Oh, no, we did 2 missions, didn't we? Yeah, I got 6 XP because we did 2 missions. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. I got a blue helmet. Nice. The Skaven voice acting is not as good as the general advisor kind of guy. But yeah, I don't mute it though. It's what heresy is this? All right. Yes, these guys are all still low enough level. But yeah, now we can get new characters. I might just wait till the next day, just in case we get a warrior priest, because we can get warrior priests, I believe. Yeah, warrior priests, rank 0 warrior priest. So yeah, I might just wait till tomorrow, just in case we happen to get a hired sword warrior priest that we want to buy.
New hired swords are available.
Nice. All right. Yeah, I think the wolf priest. I'm gonna make a wolf killer for the sisters. We're working on it anyway. Rank 5 witch hunter hero. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I can dig it. But yeah, let's start a warrior priest. We just have to start one from rank 0. And we'll give him some light armor. Oh, we've got some blue clothing. Where'd that come from? Nice. Let's Sigma out Great Hammer, Divine Wrath, minus 6% Divine Wrath. These guys can't wear helmets, but we can give him a pendant. Got a blue halberd, nice. Alright, what have we got here? You go for a Sigmar tattoo. I feel like the Sigmar tattoo doesn't look quite right. It doesn't really look, it's too like dark. It doesn't look like, yeah, even that one, like, it doesn't look like a faded tattoo. It looks like a weird painted on type of thing. Oh, the white one looks kind of a bit more, well, it looks like painted on more, even more, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't really like that one. Yeah, the steel is where it's at. Oh yeah, armored up. Let's go bulky. And loincloth. Chainmail loincloth. Yeah, I guess chainmail loincloth's always good. And color, like grey. Oh, black and red is pretty cool. Black and white. We go black and white. That's pretty good. And belt. Alright, nice. We got a new warrior priest. Yeah, he's got, when dealing melee damage, increases the spellcasting chance for the next spell by 15%. Next action must be a spell or effect is lost. Yeah, I don't really like that. It's not like the best ability, but it's, you know, whatever, it's cool. And he's got Immaculate Flesh. Self or single ally removes all active poison effects and increases poison and wordstone resistance by 15% for 2 turns. Yeah, again, I mean, that's kind of okay, I guess, but I don't know. It's not that exciting. But, yeah, these are all the spells we can get. So you've got Healing Hand, which is cool because it's, the Sisters one is an AoE that does like 40 hit points or something. He's a single target, but maxed out he can heal 80 hit points. So he's a really good healer. He's also got, yeah, Prayer of Absolution. 5-meter radius around the caster gives you extra 10% armor absorption and extra dodge and parry. It's pretty cool. And you've got Armor of Righteousness that is single target, I believe. Single ally, yeah. But it grants immunity to fear, provokes fear on engaged enemies. So basically, they get you know, if it's a bunch of guys on your guy, it basically fears them, which means that they have, if they fail their leadership test, I think they get minus 20% or minus 30% chance to hit. So, you know, really good. And you can give them up to 20% armor up to 20% extra armor absorption. So I think normally you get 45% armor absorption if you got max armor and a helmet with no enchants or anything. So that puts up to like 65. So it's almost like cutting down your damage by like a third. It's pretty cool, assuming they don't crit on you. Yeah, those are probably my favorite spells. Probably, yeah, mainly just the Healing Hand and Armor of Righteousness. But yeah, this the Prayer of Absolution is pretty cool as well. Yeah, you got Soulfire, does like an AoE, 20 to 30 damage AoE in a 5-meter radius around the Warrior Priest. I guess you could make it like it could be like a tanky spell bombing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's really set up to be a really good tank, but yeah, I kind of like to make him like a sort of off-tank support kind of a guy. Anyway, we've now introduced the Warrior Priest sufficiently, I believe. I feel like this guy needs a bit more, wait, what's Brother Zale got? Brother Zale's got the, he's got the thick padded shoulders to make him look more bulky. I dig it. And I think we just go max strength on Brother Zale. He's all about the thug life. He's all about hitting people really hard. No skill points available still on Zale. Oh, this guy's out. This guy's out for a bit. Oh yeah, so Codpiece did a Captain Codpiece was went to the trouble of creating a build for us for a Witch Hunter killer. Which I will now show off to you guys, and we can discuss. I think greatsword should have parry. Yeah, my greatsword warband, where everyone's got greatswords, thinks that as well. Yeah, so this is what we got. So we got here. So he's got 12 strength, maximum damage. Actually, how much is it? Yeah, strength. Each strength point gives you 3% increased damage. Excuse me. So yeah, so 12 strength gives him 36% increased damage. So that's good. And then he's got Fanatical Zeal. So after the first hit, no, not Fanatical Zeal. Purge the Heretic. So after the first hit, the second hit does 20% extra damage. If that hits, the following one does 20% extra damage. If that hits, the next one does, you know. So it's like every time he hits, the following, every time he hits, the next hit does 20% extra damage. So he's got like 56% extra damage with that. Oh no, I've got to have Frenzy. Gotta have Frenzy, bro. Do you even know me? He's gotta have Frenzy. What do we do, Captain Codpiece? We need Master Frenzy in here. Do I get rid of Strong Blow? Melee hit chance increases by 5% for 1 turn. Prevents flee and disengage for 2 turns. Not stackable. Increase melee hit, yeah. Turns a regular melee attack that deals regular damage. If hit the KO debuff armor minus 20, yeah, minus 10% armor. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, we've got armor proficiency, resilient. Yep. We could drop knowledge Mordheim. After failing a magic resistance test, increases melee damage by 40% for 1 turn. That's pretty cool. It's stackable. Fucking kill the witch. Actually, I actually really like that. Even though you would almost never actually get any advantage out of it. It would be really cool if we get... Do demons... Actually, some demons do cast spells, don't they? I don't know. That's pretty cool, actually. Thanks, yeah, thanks for this build, Codpiece. This is cool. Yeah, I never actually thought about that. I mean, it's kind of... Yeah, I don't know. It stacks. If somebody casts like 2 spells on him, he gets like 40% increased damage for the whole turn. It's carnage. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I don't know if necessarily want to give him knowledge Mordheim, because I want him to stay with he's going to be part of a team. I want him to stay with the order leader that's going to be pumping action points into him. And he's not going to be very tough by himself, so he needs bodyguards and stuff. But once we find something that needs to be killed, that's when he, when he gets his game on. All right. Well, like I said, we need Master Frenzy, so we got to drop some. We got to drop a Master level skill. I mean, we could drop Armor Break. I don't know. The only thing I think is we're gonna have to drop strong blood. Actually, I reckon we could drop Fanatical Zeal. We'll drop Fanatical Zeal. The game is the hardest at the start when you're broke. Yeah, and the more skills you have, the better it becomes, you know. I kind of feel like I dropped, actually, yeah, I feel like I dropped that as well. And maybe we'll drop Knowledge Mordheim as well. We'll think about that though. And then we've got, yeah, and then we got to get Frenzy, like I said. Toughness, Frenzy. I just can't have a killer that hasn't got Frenzy. Just doesn't work for me. So we've got to go Frenzy. I like Fanatical Zeal, helps ensure you get the first hit so that you get bonus second. Yeah, well, I was going to say we could just take Insult though, because he's got really high leadership. So we could just take fucking Insult. It reduces their melee resistance by 10%. So that's like, you know, that's for the whole turn as well. Oh, it costs 3 blue pills instead of 2. It prevents flee and disengage for 2 turns, which is kind of the advantage, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like Insult, same deal. 1 more blue pill, but it's still fine. And it lasts for the whole turn. And also we can have other characters that have Insult as well. So I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we don't really need it. But I don't know. And then I was sort of thinking another passive. We could either go for like, because if you want to go for like Fatality for crit, after dealing melee damage, critical hit chance increases by 10%. So after that first hit, now I won't have Mastered Insult. I'll probably have Basic Insult on him, and I have another character that's got Mastered Insult. That way, you know, we could double up if we really want to, but we don't waste too many of his points. That's kind of what I was thinking, you know. And then we got 2 points left for 1 more basic skill. So we could drop Fatality again, and take Knowledge Mordheim for the movement, or we can just take another, skill. Oh yeah, Swift Charge, I was thinking, does that give you plus chance to hit? Yeah, chance to hit 20%, dodge and parry increased. So that actually a Swift Charge I think would be good, because that way if you're close to them, then you can use your blue pills to insult. But if you're at like maximum range and you can't quite reach them, then you pop Swift Charge, and it gives you 10% extra chance to hit, and bypasses dodge and parry. So yeah. Also, without the first skill book, we'll have 2 points less. So we won't have this. We'll have to probably lose either swift charge or insult. But yeah, we've got basically armor, resilient, and armor. Yeah, and so we could go fatality mastery, or I was thinking the other option you could go for is the other one I like to go for is weak spot. Gives you 15% dodge and parry bypass, so just got more chance of getting that first hit in. Paired with a knight, yeah, he's gonna have like 2 knights. He's gonna have 2 knights, a lord, and another hero, and a warrior priest to heal him. So yeah, we're gonna have like the full delivery system. That's the plan, anyway. Oh, no, that's not it. Is the knight as good as the thrall? The paladin is. I assume you're talking about the paladin is way better than the thrall. Yeah, I would say. I'm just going to respond to Codpiece quickly. Alright, cool. I'll see if he comes back with an updated... I've countered his build with my build, and we'll see what he says. But yeah, so basically, whenever you're going to buy a hired sword, you want to hit the character planner and figure out what you want to do with it, because I think, yeah, I'm going to probably go the stats that he suggested. I think that's perfect. I was already thinking the stats for this as well. So that's all pretty much on point with what I would go for. The only problem is you need an attribute. You need a book to get the attributes. That's kind of the problem. Like so naturally he's gonna have 3 less attribute points. So basically he's gonna be either 7 toughness, which means he's not gonna be able to get resilient. So he's gonna be He's gonna take crits, which is pretty bad. Or he's gonna be 9 strength, which means he's not going to have enough points to be able to take heavy armor proficiency, so he's going to be sort of fucked there as well. So yeah, you kind of need an attribute book to make him work. I don't know, we could maybe make we might have to make a light armor version of him, which is going to be a bit more, vulnerable. So I'd probably have to take off like 1 point off toughness and 2 points off strength, and then drop armor proficient. Take he wear light armor instead, and then I could give him knowledge Mordheim or whatever. I kind of want to see the opposite kind of gameplay than you traditionally do. Basically, have endgame or mid-game characters go into daily missions and see them wreak havoc. Hey, Nevin. Cool. Thanks for letting me know. Alrighty. Yeah. Well, I'm working my way up there, working my way towards it. We've got a couple of semi guys that are semi there now. You gotta work your way up to these things. We haven't had any shop updates, have we? No. That's not bad. We could take that if there's nothing better. Brutal good average. Brutal good average. Each will, yeah, this is perfect for us. Okay, so it's brutal, so we've got a chance of demons, and they're really far away from each other, so we've got more chance of being able to collect the word stone. So this is perfect for us. Want to see a favorite character in build? What is it, by the way? No Templar.
Before you can find them, a heavy fog.
Yeah, I've got three. I've got a level 10 Witch Hunter, a level 10 Warrior, a level 10 Sisters of Sigmar, a level 10 Merc Warband, and a level 10 Vampire Warband. I'm not sure. Like some of them, I've like deleted all my high level characters and started all over again. So I'm not sure which ones of them are currently, kind of end game, and which ones are like restarted again and stuff like that. I think my Merc one I've definitely restarted, and now they're kind of mid-level again. They've got mostly purple gear, but they aren't fully stacked yet. My sister's one, I did restart it, but I think I was working on it for a while again, I think. I don't know, anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like for other people, like they kind of want to see, the story, But I think yeah, I don't know. I was sort of thinking about maybe playing the Great Swords Warband occasionally, just mixing it in a little bit, like just one, guest starring kind of thing. Not sort of much follow their story kind of thing, but just every now and again, just do another episode of the Great Sword Warband just because they're cool. But they're like super non-optimal. Like, I'm trying to make them as high level and as elite as I can, but because of the roleplay restriction of having heavy armor and greatsword on every guy, basically they're, it's like the shittest warband you could imagine almost. It's still viable, but it's like, definitely not awesome. So that's like probably not really what you're interested in. Oh, thanks, Jiggler. Sorry, I had my, there we go. Sorry, guys. I was, yeah. Classic professional streamer. Is it intended that the planner is blocking the appeal of the game? Yeah, that's like, it's so you guys can't spy on me. I don't want you like spying on me while I'm playing my game. No, that was not intentional. Thanks, guys. I don't know if I have like I don't really have a particular, like, I don't have just like one favorite. I've got a lot of favorites though. I really like, I like melee resist tanks. So yeah, I like Paladin melee resist tank, Champion melee resist tank, Sisters superior melee resist tank. What other melee resist tanks do I like? Doomweaver melee resist tanks, although not really, I don't really like them as much. But I do love Doomweavers though. But yeah, I love melee resist tanks. I love my maiden killer, my sister's Sigma maiden killer. She's like frenzy, heavy armor, maximum parry and dodge bypass on chance on her weapons, and she's also got weak spot. And yeah, I just have like auto. I love killer characters with no defenses, just heavy armor, so they're tough, resilient, so they're immune to crit, and they're just like thugs that do a heap of damage, and then just have an auto leader and maybe also another supporting character, like have two characters that support them, and then you just have this one dude that just kicks the shit out of everything. That's probably one of my favorite ones. My favorite for that is like, yeah, either Sisters or Sisters, Skaven, or Chaos. I don't really like using the Impressive for Empire. In real life, can you parry with a greatsword? Yes, you can parry with a greatsword, yeah. It's just like, it's just, but it's sort of, it's with a great, it's sort of a bit more like so when you mean like with German longsword, you don't really, well, you do parry obviously, but you try not to parry. Like instead of parrying, you try to like, I don't know, it's like, it's a weird, like one of the, I can't remember what the moves are all called now, but yeah, like one of the things you do is like you go into Ox. Oh yeah, it's called Ox. Like just say they cut from that side, you go into Ox like this, which basically is the like kind of blocks that cut. But when you go into Ox, the point of your sword is pointing at their face, so it's like you kind of parry and then you stab them in the face at the same time. So like dumb parries, like just parrying like this is like really shit, because if I parry like that, you still got the initiative, then you get to hit me first again, then I have to parry, then I have to parry, and I keep parrying until I die. So, you know, but you go like this and you've like parried and you attack at the same time. Anyway, yeah, so with a greatsword, it's sort of like a longsword, but it's about twice as heavy and bigger, about, you know, 30% bigger or whatever. And it's a bit more like a spear kind of, like, because, you know, you kind of use it like a spear, and you kind of parry kind of like you do with a spear, I guess. I'm not an expert because I never really studied greatsword, but I've sparred against guys with greatswords and just for fun. But yeah, so it's kind of more like a spear, except for you can also fucking use it like a battle axe as well. You know, I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, apparently the way you're supposed to use greatswords is you're supposed to like go like this and like use them more like they're meant to be like for defending against multiple enemies. Like if you have to fight like 5 guys at once, like the greatsword is meant to be for like area denial, kind of like keeping them back until like help can arrive, I guess, like that. Well, that's when bodyguards use them anyway. Apparently they're also used for shield, like line breaking on spears and pikes, but I can't really imagine how that would work. There's a channel where Japanese katana master swordsman used European swords for the first time, and he used the same concept you're talking about on Instinct, like fighting with it like kind of like a spear. Yeah, it's kind of like a spear. Kind of, sort of. I mean, yeah, I don't know. All weapons are kind of the same in a way. It's weird. Like all melee weapons, they kind of operate on the same kind of, you know, like if you do any sort of fencing or whatever, you kind of like get an understanding for all of them. They're kind of all the same. Even like dagger is kind of like that as well, which is, but I'd say knife fighting is different though. Well, there's some stuff that's the same, but yeah, like stuff like basic stuff like initiative, like the vor and the narc and like distance and all that kind of shit is obviously universal, but yeah, a lot of the motions are sort of the same as well, but they're, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not a theoretical expert, so I won't like crap on too much about it. But yeah, it's fun. I can confirm it's definitely fun. Sword fighting is fun and cool. Weapons are much less heavy than games like to pretend. Yeah, a longsword's about like 1.5 to 1.8 kilos, or about 2 pounds if for your Americans. Whereas a greatsword, like you know, like what William Wallace had in Braveheart and shit, it's only like about twice as heavy. It's like 3 kilos, 3.5 kilos maybe. So it's still relatively light. However, even though the greatsword's only 3.5 kilos, it's very long. So if you're swinging it around, like because of the leverage, like your arms do get very tired. Even with a longsword, your arms get very tired. I usually would spar with a gambeson on. Actually, yeah, actually, yeah, no. Actually, that's another point. When you spar with a gambeson on, because Well, maybe because my gambeson was shit and didn't fit me properly, but the gambeson's quite heavy, so lifting up your arms all the time, you got to lift the gambeson, like, lifts up, you know? But if I had have had a proper gambeson that fit me properly, maybe it wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, the Warhammers in Warhammer are quite a lot more ridiculously large. Like they're like, yeah, like sledgehammers or mauls or whatever. Like, are not really, you know, they're good for like slowly lifting it up and then driving a spike into the ground or something like that. But yeah, it wouldn't be very good in a fight. Yeah, the great swords are interesting. Like, yeah, they're like, because they're like a lot faster and lighter than you would think, but they're still like kind of, I don't know, they are kind of slow, but they're so big that it sort of makes up for it, you know? Like, yeah, it's sort of, I don't know, like you can't do stuff with you can't do stuff with a greatsword like you could do with a longsword. Like, longswords are fast as fuck. Like, you know, like longswords are like lightning, like they're so fast. And yeah, you can't do stuff like greatswords are not that fast, but that extra range, like range is huge in melee. Like, you got a longer, like that's why spears are so good. Well, spears are fucking long and they're fast, so that's fucked. I don't really like spears. Like, I don't like spears because they're too good, I guess. I basically don't like spears because they're fucking overpowered. Spears are bullshit. They're cheese. And like, longswords are way cooler than spears. Therefore, longswords should win because rule of cool. However, spears 100% win. And so that's why spears are bullshit, in my opinion. Spears overpowered. Yeah, I remember I was mucking around with my instructor. I used to study Italian. I also studied Italian longsword very briefly, just like had a few lessons. And yeah, my Italian longsword instructor, Italian longsword, by the way, Italian longsword and German longsword, you know, they're very similar in a lot of ways because it's the same weapon, but they've got kind of a little bit of a different philosophy and, you know, they sort of favor some different things a bit more. But essentially, you know, it's like if you're training how to use longswords, same shit basically. But, you know, kind of. Anyway, and yeah, we were mucking around one time and we had like these pseudo longsword and spear, but they were like padded. Like, normally we spar with steel training weapons, but they're blunt, obviously. But these were not that. They were just like padded, like Nerf. Like a Nerf sword and a Nerf spear, which is kind of fun because you can like with steel weapons, you have to be a lot more safer, you know. But with the Nerf weapons, you could just go crazy and you can't really hurt each other or anything. So it's like a lot more like more fun, you know. But yeah, anyway, so we did the spear versus sword thing pretty much over and over again. Although, to be fair, my sword was actually quite short. It was only like the blade was even shorter than a normal longsword would be. But anyway, and yeah, it was extremely fucking hard to fight against the spear. I think we had like about 20 rounds, and I think I managed to tag him like twice maybe. So it's like about a 10-to-1 ratio, basically. So pretty much, and I'd say that's a pretty, well, actually, I guess he was the instructor and I was, you know, some random dickhead. So maybe skill also played a part. But yeah, I'd say swords are probably at least 5 times more effective than swords. You know, like a 1v1 situation where you've got, you know, enough room to move and neither of you have any armor on and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I guess maybe if I had more skill, I would have a different perspective. But you get the spear, you have to get past the point and then get close. You've got to be way better than your opponent. Yeah. Basically, the only time I could get him was like, basically you've got to bind with the spear. So as you come in, you've got to make contact with the spear, because you can't, if you're not touching the spear with your sword, you don't have any control. So you've got to get a bind. You've got to cut into the spear basically, and then you've got to like be able to, you know, use your bind to guide the spear's point away from your face as you like run in towards them, and then hit them. And you've got to be able to do that faster. Like, you've got to be able to do it faster than they can backpedal, because sometimes you get the bind and they just quickly backstep and they've still got the point in your face again. So it's like, I don't know, there's so many ways that it can go wrong. And the other thing, they can just move the spear. Like, the spear can be moved so easily and fast, like so far. Like, just going like this basically makes the spear go to your head, to your feet, to your head, to your feet. And so like, even getting a bind, they can just go like this and you miss, and then they just stab you. It's like, it's fucked. Yeah, spears are fucked. They're fucking overpowered. They're bullshit. They should be banned. When the church banned crossbows, they should have banned spears.
Updated.
They totally ruined the glorious swordsman's, the glorious swordsmanship.
Objectives updated. Objectives updated.
Spears are really good in formations, yeah.
Objectives updated.
Yeah, I suppose swordsmen are really good for like flanking and stuff. Like swords, spearmen aren't really good for fighting like in every direction at once, sort of thing. I guess. Not when you're in a formation, anyway. Yeah, I guess spears aren't very good when you're fighting in a hallway. Where do I want to go next? I guess here would be good. Where are they starting off? They're over there. Okay. I don't know. I kind of think we hit this one and then we try and come back down and back around and go to that one. I might just do a little scout. Okay, well, I don't see anybody up there. I might just... Hope somebody reboots or remakes Mordheim. Oh yeah, me too, brother. Me too. But yeah, anyway, yeah, sparring sword versus spear was lots of fun. But yeah, I definitely lost that one over and over and over again. But it was fun. Skill is OP. Yeah, that was one thing I learned from practicing sword fighting for a while. Yeah, being really good at sword fighting is extremely good in a sword fight. Like, yeah. Like, being big and strong is pretty cool. Being athletic and fast is pretty cool. But yeah, but being just really fucking good is pretty cool as well. Somebody who's really fast and athletic and strong will be naturally better than somebody who's like, you know, fat and slow and shit. But yeah, but somebody who's like strong and fast and athletic versus, you know, a small girl who's like super good. A small, not very strong girl who's actually just super good at sword fighting. That actually does definitely, like, weapons are a big equalizer, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like in boxing and wrestling, like if they're bigger and stronger and faster than you, then you're just kind of fucked most of the time. But yeah, not so much in well, in boxing anyway. But yeah, longsword skill is big, much bigger factor. We got contact over here. What about? I got 2 in there. All right, I think we're going to, yeah, I think we're going to go this way. This, I think that this was a deadly mission, was it? Was it deadly or brutal? I think it's only brutal, isn't it? Theoretically, you cut the spearhead off with your sword, but I've never seen it done. Yeah, I can't really imagine that really happening, but yeah, apparently it was a thing. Maybe spears were, you know, made out of flimsier stuff, or I don't know. Yeah, I just can't really imagine like a solid, strong spear shaft being chopped by a sword.
Objectives updated.
I'm not sure great swords were designed to cut into spear walls. I don't think there's much historical evidence for it, but I think there is like some evidence that they used them for charging pike walls in like the late medieval times, like late medieval times. But yeah, I don't think that's what they were originally invented for. I'm not really sure. Yeah, from what I've understood, mostly great swords were used for like bodyguards. You know, bodyguards of important dudes would have a big dude with a giant fuck off sword following them around. I feel like the person couldn't hold the spear firmly enough to cut through it. Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So I heard somebody talk about like maybe when you're charging into a pike wall and you use the sword to kind of like sweep the blade, like you kind of like cut through like this, and it doesn't actually cut the head of the spear off, but you could collect like 4 or 5 spearheads, and if you got like the weak and the strong, and spears, you know, pikes are really long. If you're collecting the spearhead near the tip, you're going to have huge leverage with your greatsword, and because it's right at the tip of their spear, they're going to have no leverage. So you can just like cut through and like sweep through like 4, 5 or 6 guys with spears and just knock their spears out of the way. And then the other guy on the right hand side, he's cut through like 5 or 6 spears and knock all those spears out of the way, and the guy behind you just comes through and fucking cleavers some dude in the head, you know? I can sort of imagine that sort of thing going on maybe, but it still seems like super fucking dangerous. But I guess, you know, if your job is like charging into pike formations, you kind of, there's no good days, I don't think. Yeah, I can't really, I mean, maybe it was, who knows, you know, maybe it was possible, but I can't really imagine like literally cutting through the spear, but I can imagine them like, sometimes in fencing, you refer to like cutting through, like, you know, you refer to like cutting through as in like they've got their sword there and you cut through. It's not like you're going to cut their sword in half, but the line of your cut is going to go through the line of their blade, you know, kind of thing. Maybe it was some sort of like thing like that they were talking about. I don't know. Considering both types of weapons were widely used, they were both good for something. Maybe we cannot judge because it's like 200 years or more away from mass melee warfare. Yeah, I don't know if there's enough documentation to really, you know for sure. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was like some sort of mention of people of them using them to break spear pike formations, but I'm not sure if there's actually any like hard evidence that it was actually ever done, you know? I remember watching something that was talking about it that was kind of saying that. But yeah, obviously I haven't researched it myself, but this is just like, I'm just parroting what I've heard other people say. All right, let's get up here and claim ownership of these word stones. A barbarian with a huge sword is just intimidating. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fixed bayonets is a pretty scary. You don't want to hear that. I remember somebody was. I remember maybe it was a Lindy Beige video or something. It was talking about how bayonet charges were really fucking terrifying, and how yeah, there was like lots of historical examples of musket, you know, companies or whatever, like basically standing only a few meters away from each other and just reloading, you know, reloading their fucking muskets and shooting and reloading and shooting when they could have just like walked over and stabbed the guy, but they prefer to just stand a few meters away and just reload and shoot at each other. And yeah, he was sort of explaining that the probable reason for that is that melee combat is fucking terrifying. And it's like there's a bunch of dudes over there with bayonets. There's like, it's, you know, it's extremely difficult to get people to run into a bunch of dudes with bayonets, you know. Man, this vampire with heavy armor and a great sword is pretty terrifying. Oh yeah, and I think he was saying there was a particular regiment, maybe it was like the Coldstream Guard or somebody. There was some like particular regiment or like Napoleon Grenadiers or something, and they were kind of like famous for bayonet charging, and you know, and that would pretty much terrify the enemy. Can't remember. Yeah. Did they try Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu against spearmen? Just sweep the legs? Yeah. All right, let's get up here and I don't know if I want to mess with this vampire, hey. Bro. What are you doing? Troublemaker. Most of the Highland regiments favored bayonet charges. Yeah, like I can kind of imagine if you're like a really elite professional regiment and you've got that training and discipline to charge, I imagine it would be pretty successful most of the time. Like if you charge like 90% of the time, the other dudes would fucking run. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. All right, I was hoping to leave this guy to kind of melee tank, to kind of dodge tank in case more dudes come. But I don't really want to. I don't really want to go the terror. What's his leadership 12? So what's our terror? Terror 56%. 56%. What do you reckon? Fuck it. Let's do it. Success. Would have been nice if I had moved a bit better so that I didn't lose my dodge. Theodore von Carstein. Well, I can imagine the chances of being shot from close range and get a bullet injury, or being in close range of swinging spears and get a slash or a perk injury from even a friendly. Shooting looks a lot better. Yeah, yeah, and like a lot of times with shooting, I think people didn't even aim properly because their gun's like really loud and smoke comes out and fucking whatever, and they're just kind of like going like that, you know. yeah, I feel like you could have like, you know, 2 groups of 50 guys shooting each other from like 10 meters away, and like hardly any of them were hitting anything would be like pretty likely. But if those 2 groups of 50 guys charged each other with bayonets, fucking everyone would die, you know? That would be really, really bad. Bro, I wish I had my dodge on. Glad she missed that one. The Vampire Thrall. The entire reason we play vampires. Soviet Black Brigade, pseudo-marines with SMGs, knives, and small artillery specializing in surprise attacks. Ooh, yeah, that sounds nasty. I remember reading a story about a German invasion of Norway where 2 companies from the Royal Guard were charged by a force of German crack paratroopers. Officers led the rebuke. Officers led the rebuke were all killed. What? Yeah, the vampire leader is cool as well. Yeah, so these guys are immune to terror, so probably can't reach. Yeah, probably can't reach. Can we get? Oh, traps, motherfucker. Sorry.
Objectives updated.
Yes, this
Objectives updated.
This flagellant here is immune to terror. His faith in Sigmar is too strong.
Objectives updated.
So we'll send him into the fray. Boom. Oh yeah, he felt that one. Pod Piercer, champion of flagellants. Forward into the fray. No, can't reach. Yeah, well, yeah, actually, that's a good call. I think, like, even in the earliest warfare, humans have always been pretty much about just standing far away from each other and, like, chucking shit at each other. Chucking rocks and spears and, you know, whatever. Just chucking whatever objects you've got at hand at each other. And yeah, I can just imagine, like, if you two caveman tribes or whatever, you know, you can kind of imagine them just kind of standing off at a distance from each other, kind of in, you know, on the edges of a clearing, kind of one guy would like run out and throw some stuff and yell and like run back to his mates again. And that would be pretty much how warfare would kind of go down. Yeah, I think that's humans, one of humans' physical advantages is our ability to chuck stuff. Right, let's put this guy down. Boom. Down he goes. See if he's got any wordstone on him. So it's just empty his pockets. Oh, yeah, gotta get rid of that blue. Gotta get rid of that blue item he's got as well. Good thing about the vampires is because their zombies don't have any morale impact. All their morale is tied up in their heroes a lot of the time. So if we can kill this their lord and this thrall, they're probably just about done. Oh, they're at 75 over 37. Okay, well, maybe not in this case, I guess. Yeah, Lindy. Well, yeah. So I understand volleys from regiments at a significant distance, but to stand just a stone's throw from each other is crazy. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Apparently, you know, there's lots of instances of that kind of thing happening. Yeah, Lindy Beige did a video about it, and he was basically saying it's yeah, it's because like if there's one guy, you know, if it's one-on-one fight, that's something different. But if there's like 3 guys, just say there's 3 guys with spears, you know, and there's 3 spears like this, and you've got 3 guys with spears like this, you know, you're kind of staying at the edge of your spear distance, you know. But if there's three guys with spears here, and one guy goes out of formation towards the other spears, then these 3 spears all just go boom, and 3 different guys just fucking kill that dude, you know. So it's like, you know, and it's very easy to understand, like you instinctually understand that, you know, like it's a bit harder to, like, yeah, like you just know if you go near them you will die, you know, like, so it's like I can imagine that just being really hard to, you know, it'd be really hard to get people to charge bayonets, charge into spears and stuff. Whereas with guns and stuff, you know, you're kind of like, oh, it seems like it's kind of mostly luck based. If I just stand here, maybe I'll just be lucky, you know. I don't know, I can imagine psychologically, I can imagine that happening. Well, Sigma, this is this guy's first sojourn into battle. He's doing okay so far, just because no one's actually swinging at him yet. Saw a fight instructor how closing a fist and punching someone is self-defeating because there wasn't a doctor to fix your broken hand. Yeah, I can dig that. Damn it. Fucking warrior priest. Don't you understand? The Zale needs space to get in Zale. How am I supposed to Zale if there's no space? And hell, Zale's just gonna fucking be confused, wander around in circles all dejected and shit now. The Zale needs to do his thing. Yeah, he's the last one. He's the last one in the he's the last one in the group, so I can't delay or anything.
A new round has started.
The Red Army, oh yeah, with the commissars and everything, like basically forcing their troops to attack. Yeah, it's pretty grim. Has she feared me? Afraid, yeah, see, minus 30 to hit because of afraid. Yeah, the vampire thrall gives you fear. So yeah, what a frenzy, the frenzy vampire clan, hey? Oof. That was rough. Jesus, she hits hard. Francesca the vampire lady is lovely. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the whole reason why we play Vampire Warband, so we can get thralls because they're hot. There's somebody over there that looks like they want to smash him. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put a I'll put this guy here so he can collect any rogue ghouls that come this way. Can't see anyone. That's all right. We'll just stack up here and yeah, if we'll yeah, wait for them to come into the clearing kind of thing. I don't think there's any room to run. Nah, the door doesn't open. Yeah, no, you can't get around. It's funny that when watching two trained soldiers do hand-to-hand fighting in full combat dress, it basically looks like a caricature of a cat fight. Really? In what way? Most girl fights I've seen just involves people pulling each other's hair and then both of them fall over. And then more hair pulling and some punching in the face. Maybe. Is that what, but I imagine that's not what you mean, but I'm just like wondering what you mean by that. Yeah, fucking long hair is fucked. You don't want long hair. Well, you know, I mean, I guess you don't want to get into a lot of hand-to-hand brawls either, but you know, if you're gonna get into hand-to-hand brawls, then you don't want long hair. And mud. No, mud wrestling is a different thing. Open hands, slapping away, grabbing helmets and all that. No epic punching or fancy moves. Okay, interesting. Jesus. That wasn't too bad. Flagellant shrugs it off. Oh yeah, 70 damage, boom. Pathetic 39 damage. Barely even felt it. Boom. Oh yeah, this guy's dead. Dead man walking. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if we do make a vampire warband. We've got to make a melee necromancer like this guy. How much of a Chad is he? Check out his skull helmet. You don't want long hair unless you're a barbarian or a band to attract women. Since you have the balls to fight with long hair, penalty. Yeah, I mean, if you've got like a long sword, then you can have like, if you've got a long sword or a crossbow or some shit, then sure, you can have long hair all you want. But if you're like a pugilist, if you're gonna be in there like beating each other's heads in, then yeah, you don't really want long hair. It just gives them it's like a head handle. Ideally, you don't want any ears either. No hair, no ears. That's like the ideal setup. Oh, when Zale gets his turn, Zale's gonna go Zale town on this guy. That, as they say, is that. Can we get into the corner and actually... That's why dwarfs are the biggest badasses, because they have long hair and a beard. Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think long hair doesn't make you. I don't think long hair makes you a worse fighter. Like, I've known quite a few guys with long hair that were pretty good fighters, but I don't think the long hair helped though. Objective completed. Hey, you can't do me 92Y. Bam! Have a little stab in the butt. Bit of a butt stab. Give me another one. All right. I think if we put the smash on this guy, that should so how much hit points this guy got left? He's got 25 hit points. We can do a minimum of 45 damage, but still, I think we need frenzy. Ugh. There we go. That's better. Blam. Oh yeah, Zale smote him. He smote him verily. Alright, let's go and smote some more people. Beard can save lives. I could kind of imagine a beard could stop you from getting slashed in the throat, maybe a little bit or something. I don't know. I wonder what's. Yeah, I get. Oh, actually, no. Beards are probably. They're probably designed to keep the heat in.
A new round has
started. I imagine beards are probably a heat conservation thing. Yeah. I don't know. Or maybe they're just meant to make you look scarier or something. Maybe it's like a attractiveness kind of a thing. Like we got to kill this dreg, otherwise we don't win. Beards have been proven to help protect your face in hand-to-hand combat. Okay. I've often wondered if beard makes it harder to knock you out because, like, I don't know, like if you're, like, yeah, like it's harder to judge the exact distance to their bones, if they've got more of a big bushy beard around. Like you still kind of know roughly where it is, but maybe that precision makes you less likely that your jaw crack because punches kind of slip on your face to reduce the... Oh, okay. Yeah, I sort of thought maybe also visually, like, it'd be harder to judge where their face actually is as well. Hard to know where the jawline is. Yeah, that's right. Like, if they've got, like, a big bushy beard like this, like, you kind of know it's roughly here and it's roughly about that far in. But, like, yeah. I suppose it's not really like, if you're in a brawl, it's not really like you're going to be exactly precision Bruce Lee punching and shit like that. It's more like trial and error. You just keep fucking swinging until you hit it. Greetings. I am Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez, Chief Metallurgist to King Charles V of Spain, and I'm at your service. Cool. What's that from? I don't remember that one. Ouch. Guy poisoned me with his filthy ghoul poison. If you're fighting dwarves, it confuses them. It's a friendly. This guy's got a beard. I can imagine. All right, let's give this guy the charge of a lifetime. Actually, he's only got 15 hit points, so let's be responsible and just make sure we hit him. Boom. Got that one. All right, cool. I'm pretty sure they're gonna fail their route test on this because their leader and their high leadership guys are all down. Was that from Princess Bride? It kind of sounded like Princess Bride. I was trying to read it in a Princess Bride voice, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, it was kind of actually going through my mind, that guy that it was getting Inigo Montoya. I don't know. I might just leave this guy out. He's got low HP, so if he can live through the battle, that would be good. This guy's got full HP. Oh yeah, felt that one. Crushed him. Yeah, Princess Bride is pretty cool. Pretty cool old show. Protect from slap burns from the wife's palm strikes. That's up the answer for. Maybe. Why soldiers wore bear hats, apparently protected from sabers and whatnot. Yeah, I reckon a bear hat would stop the saber probably pretty well, yeah. I can imagine. I can see that. Can we run to any more loot? No, there's not any loot like remotely near here, is there? We could try and run for that bit of loot. Or this bit. Fuck off, dickhead. Oh, that's right. He's sitting. He's just laying down across my desk now. That's right. As long as he's not like rubbing his tail in my face. Oh shit! This guy's not not much combat experience. Got like surprised by a ghoul. Rookie mistake. Early game crit stuns decide the winner. Yeah, sometimes, eh? Jesus, guy. Learn how to swing. Gonna have to Zale on this mofo. Ah, that's it. Perfect. Nobody went down, and we got a bunch of loot, and we got the secondary, and we got blue heavy armor. Oh my god, Zale. Yeah, because we got the secondary, that means we get the 4 XP.
Relentless and remorseless.
We'll be level 5 in no
These are
time.
the virtues of a witch hunter. Never rest in your pursuit of the damned. Offer no respite to the heretic.
We won't. Yeah, tall hats to make you look bigger and taller, yeah. I heard that as well. Like big bear hats.
Outstanding.
For soldiers.
Outstanding.
Is every story mission just a maze of portals, or is that just a Zeech thing? I don't think everyone is a maze of portals. I'm not an expert though. Jeglarian I think's done all of the missions. He can probably give you more of a breakdown. But yeah, blue heavy armor, nice. I don't like to play favorites, but Zale's getting that. Go into Zale. Rune of Officers. Leadership. No, that's not very good. You need a character with good perception to prevent those jump scares. But that would require me to spend a blue pill. So I'd have to have one of those sisters characters. And but I would probably never hire one of them, so. Oh, is it level 3? Is it level 3 when they get their extra blue pill? I thought it was level... Yeah, it is level 3, yeah. But we might sack him anyway just to keep him low level. Alright, a new cod piercer. No worries, Forest GK. Thanks so much for your support, man, and thanks for hanging out. Good chatting. The library sucks, but it has the best loot. It has grimoires. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I do want to have 9. I do want 9 toughness on this guy, but I'm gonna just keep going for agility until to get maximum dodge. Yeah, I'll get rid of this guy as well. Yeah, this guy we're gonna make him more of a melee resist guy. Get the agility up, get the weapon skill up. Maybe we'll go for max alertness. Yeah, 9 alertness is enough for him to get what do you call it? Awareness. Awareness level 1, but then he's 15 alertness to get the second level. But yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, no, we'll probably give him resilient. Gives him crit resist. But yeah, he's gonna be out for 3 days. I wouldn't mind a second warrior priest, but I guess we'd get our killer witch hunter back in. Keep leveling him up. Fortunately, we can't give her the blue spear to anyone who doesn't use a shield. The warrior priest can't use spears, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no. Witch hunters can be awesome at ranged, in melee, and have a great healer. Just not very fast, but incredibly hard hitting and steadfast. Yeah. Yeah, witch hunters are good. Yeah, and you can go melee or ranged, both, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I kind of want to go. Kind of want to start like a wolf, like a Knights of, like an Ulrich warband, Ulrich themed warband. I think I did start one, but I didn't. You know, David didn't get many views or something, so I just didn't bother continuing it. And it didn't have that strong of a theme, but yeah, be kind of cool. But yeah, you'd have to use a Mercs warband as the basis for a Ulrich warband, I think. How long have we been streaming for? Nearly 8 hours. I don't know if I should start another stream, don't know if I should start another mission or not. Could maybe go one more. Mercs is still the strongest warband on average. However, the strongest warband is actually the Chaos one with the correct mutations. Chaos warband with the correct mutations is pretty good. Mercs are the strongest warband on average, you reckon? I don't know. Like, I feel like the sisters are pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. There's so much permutation, you know, about what you can do. I feel like being able to heal so effectively as the warrior priest can is pretty powerful. And the sisters can also heal as well, which is pretty cool. So it depends on the scenario, but like, yeah, in situations where you've got a really good tank and you want to keep tanking, you know, having a really good tank plus a healer is pretty cool. Can be pretty cool anyway. But yeah, but I mean, you can get warrior priest into the mercs as well. I've got a warrior priest for my mercs one. Wish they had a Mordheim inspired faction with knights and wolf priests. Yeah, they do, Frederick. So the mercs, the merc warband is not is agnostic. Like, it's not Reichland mercs or anything. It's just generic kind of mercs. and then you can get a wolf priest in there. So yeah, I think I was actually making one, but I might have deleted them now. Yeah, I think I deleted them. I started a themed, Mordheim themed one with everyone having hammers and axes and stuff, and wolf priests and shit. Pretty cool. This is my Merc Warband. That's my main Merc Warband. This is if I was going to play a rank 10 Warband, this is probably the one that I would play. But I don't think it would give you the elite level gameplay that you're hoping to see an Urban, because they're they've all got great swords basically. But yeah, they're not. It's not quite maxed out because we don't have all of the enchantments unlocked. We're pretty good in terms of blue weapons, but not all of the characters are maxed out, and this is hammer. Yeah, I've got a lot of the enchants unlocked, but not all of them, so it can't be fully maxed out. And also, like, I've been working on the henchman, but I sort of kept changing my mind about what I thought the optimum henchman build was. So it's like, so armor proficient, hardy, resilient, and maybe knowledge Mordheim, adrenaline rush. I don't know, something else. Guard stance gives you extra armor absorption, so they can go. So that's one way you can go with them. Give them some sort of defense, because they've got shit melee resistance. They've got shit. They can't dodge. They can't parry. The only thing you can do is basically give them guard stance. Gives them extra 5% melee damage resistance. But yeah, with purple armor and purple helmet, and I think you might be able to get. Can you get a damage resistance enchant on your head? I'm not sure. Maybe. Yeah, you can get that damage resistance up to 50% or 55. Yeah, 55%, and then you can cast plus 20% with your warrior. Like if you need to, if something gets stuck in a fight, your warrior priest can pop it another 20%, get them up to 75% damage resistance. And then, with 259 hit points, 75% damage resist, they can almost kind of tank. But yeah. So this guy's kind of maxed out, right? So he's got armor proficiency, knowledge Mordheim. So with armor proficiency and knowledge Mordheim, he can still move normal 6 movement. He's got resilient, and he's got guard stance. So this is like the basic kind of version of him with no special skills or anything. Like they could have insult. They could have like crippling. What's it called? Crippling hand strike or whatever it's called. Kidney strike, stuff like that to reduce the chances of them being hit and stuff. But yeah, this is kind of like the basic formation. So basically, they're just tough. They have a big two-hander, and they hit really hard. And then you probably want to give them like charge skills, like swift charge, mighty charge. Also passives, you could give them like charge passives and stuff like that. But yeah, that's basically the thing. They're good at charging, and yeah, that's about it really. This guy is kind of meant to be more of a killer. We were kind of heavily restricted by only being able to use two-handers, which is just not very optimal for a lot of things. But it is pretty good at just charging. Like if you had a dude who just has 1 attack or just has 2 attacks, and you're just gonna like charge into combat. Oh yeah, so he needs adrenaline rush as well. So he can walk into combat and do 2 swings when they're 10, because they've got 5 points, or they can charge into combat, do a big damage, do adrenaline rush to get 1 extra red pill, cost him 30 hit points though, so he's going to be down to 299, and then swing again. Yeah, they got a lot of toughness, a lot of strength. Yeah, I'm not sure if I mean, they only need 6 strength for their skills, and they only need 6 strength and 9 toughness for their skills. So you could go like 12 toughness and 9 strength, or you could go 14 strength and 13 strength and 9 toughness. Like, yeah, doesn't really matter, but yeah. They sort of are Reichland mercs though, at least in the game description. Yeah, sorry, yeah. No, yeah, I think you're right. I think they are the same as the Reichland mercs in the tabletop. Yeah. But like, they're not like, they're just called Empire mercs in the game. So, you know, there's no like, yeah. But yeah, sorry, you're right. They're not actually a Mordheim Warband. They're actually, rules-wise, I think they're Reichland Warband, yeah. But they're not called that, so, you know. If the faction was called Reichland Warband, I feel like that would be a hard block to you in Mordheim, you know. But yeah, so you can just get these guys, and then you can just hire a wolf priest. You have like you probably have 2 wolf priests, right? You're like 2 wolf priests and a bunch of warriors, but you have them all with shields and hammers, or 2-handed hammers, or axes. No warrior priests, obviously. No Sister Sigma. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, this is probably the only level 10 warband I would probably play. In the short, like, so, I mean, not forever, but I mean, you know, in the short term. And yeah, I don't think any of my warbands are like fully stacked at the moment. Order the Penitent Hammer, I restarted them a few times, I think, but I'm not sure what this current state is that they're in. I think they currently set up to be they're rolling with a killer maiden. No. I think I might have restarted them again. Yeah, rank 1. Yeah. So I deleted it. Obviously, I've deleted all of my characters and started again. So yeah, no, not maxed out there. And my vampires, I think they're kind of, I might not have deleted them yet. I think I deleted everyone except for 3 heroes, but I might have been reworking them as well. Oh yeah, so he's like basically maxed out. I'm not sure if he's got fully correct skill setup though. Looks like vaguely okay though. The level 10 zombie. Oh yeah, she's not fully maxed out yet. She's max level, but she just needs to be trained for another like 6 days. What's she got? Awareness. Oh yes, this is my melee resist tank. Awareness, shield, armor, defensive stance. Yeah, she's melee resist tank. Got a master awareness. Yeah, master awareness. So yeah, pretty hard to hit. And there's just trash, nothing. Alternate leader. New thrall. New, yeah, so no, nothing kind of maxed out. They're all in various stages of being remade again. Except for the Carabao Greatswords, they're kind of there, but not really. And my Witch Hunter Warband, I might not have deleted them, but I think they were like one of the least. We're mid-battle at the moment. Yeah, I think the Witch Hunters were. I think the Witch Hunters were not like they're rank 10, but I don't think they're like that geared, like that stacked. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I might play the Greatsword sometimes because they're just fun, like fun, crazy warband to try to play with, and they, you know, they struggle. It's a bit frustrating though because every now and again they just get absolutely wrecked and lose all their great swords, and then I have to start like trying to collect purple great swords again. That's the thing with if you can only use great swords, then if any of your dudes die with a great sword and they get looted, then it's like fuck. Now I've got one less guy with a great sword. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, yeah, guys, I'll wrap it up there. Thanks for hanging out. I'll check out. I think I saw PZA Total War is streaming, so I'll chuck a host over to him. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know, I might be able to be convinced to do another episode of Chaos Dwarfs. I'm still kind of enjoying it, but it's getting like a lot of admin, you know. But we'll see how we go. If you got any ideas, just drop me a comment or on one of my videos, and I'll read it. But yeah, if you got any ideas for a new campaign, I'm very interested because I'm probably going to start a new one tomorrow. All right, guys, catch you later.